Who's capping? Cough, perhaps?
We're
I
up.
don't remember anything.
You weren't here last session.
I wasn't here last session.
Um,
Y'all fought, shrug.
Mhm.
You finished the battle. That's all I assumed would have happened.
War, in fact, did occur.
finished the battle
Hey,
with the
that's fine.
Titan and the Heavenly Beast. We came back from the visions to that temple or vault or whatever the fuck it is that we were in, and we were guided to specific artifacts in the vault that were still in good condition, or maybe that suddenly had spawned there. Unknown, but we found them. And took our individual artifacts and left, leaving our homie the troll to guard over the forest forevermore. He says he's going to continue confusing people who walk into the forest and leading them out so that they don't ever stray too deeply in, or like type shit, as he were. See you later, King. Pulled back up to the castle, met with Tora, gave him the urn, found out that Kimiko is here, someone who Yutaro knows. And we sat with them for a little, like, greeting, little introduction, because we also met Alto, a new Jade Magistrate that has been assigned to our unit. He brings orders that we are to travel north to the Backclan and relink with our Emerald Champion, Kikita Kitaro, because we are to aid him with facilitating peace talks. So, when the storm passes and we are able to travel in a day or two, whenever it is that it stops storming like this, we'll head north to relink with our lord. For now, Toras Dono has agreed to host a feast for our victory, with all the attending court members that are on the page right now. So, that is where we last left off, with him telling us we're going to have this feast. We were sent our ways to go either talk to people or, vibe. And that's where we left off.
Right, you were recording when you said all that, right?
Yes.
Absolutely
Literally, we're
not.
like, that was the recap. Now let's start it for real.
Alright, now that I did my rehearsal, alright, I'm gonna hit record.
Then we can do it. So I'll show you this. This is what you got, Sosei.
Sosa's artifact is so cool. Love it.
Oh, it's cute. I love it. Oh, it does things.
No, it was just some dread.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got a new cosmetic
you
item.
I wasn't planning on scrolling down. I'll be real, and I did.
New cosmetics? This shit look clean.
This is great. Other people got stuff as well. It's under the item section.
We did not get drip though.
Yeah, Yutaro showed off his. I think everyone showed off their artifacts when we got like together in private.
I showed off most of
Yeah.
my artifacts.
Yeah, we didn't show off everything it could do, but we at least showed off what we
Just
got.
one thing it could do.
Mhm.
I showed off exactly one thing I could do.
Yutaro's blade
Alrighty.
lights up on fire. It's very cool.
But I believe, as we first left off, Yutaro had left to go talk to Kimiko. The rest of y'all left talking with Fusei, and it's going to be a few hours before they're able to prepare this feast and everything. If y'all have things you guys would like to do beforehand, now would be the time to voice that. If not, I will skip ahead.
I did my text RP. Oh yeah, I guess I should have forgot. Yutaro did have a text RP where he talked to Kimiko. TLDR of that, her home is having a big problem where the water is being poisoned and people are starting to die. So they can't use the water in their homelands, or in their like hometown castle. They have to import water from outside, and it is a struggle because they're going to run out of resources quickly. And we don't know what the fuck is causing the water to get poisoned. Even the Shugenja who go to investigate it are dying. Yutaro's like, we're gonna look into that. That's not good. That's not normal. I don't know why that's happening. That should be happening. And they hug and talk and comfort each other. That's where Yutaro currently is. I think following that conversation, you go find Sosei, check in on him, see how he's doing, but that's where Yutaro would be. You can cut to other people. I'll go last.
I remembered
What?
about the mask.
Do you think that Sosei would have tried on the mask before
Yeah.
getting to the
You want him
castle?
to
or would
try
you-
now?
Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
You would like to do that now in the castle, or would you?
not in the castle. I think you tried it.
Or do you want to like retroactively say that you did it?
Retroactively, because I don't think he'd do it at the castle.
He would not wait the week it would take to get back.
Puts
No,
on the
not the
mask.
week.
It just like lets out like a mile-long radius of dark juju. Everyone's like, something bad just happened.
Uh-oh.
Why do I hear boss music?
Yeah. What was that spiritual
do I hear
pressure?
boss music?
What was that?
I was told to eat it.
Tries to bite the
Eat
mask.
it.
No.
Put it in your
Put it
Like
in
mouth.
your
a
face.
fork and a knife. Damn, this shit is sturdy. So I could say, while you all were traveling, I would assume maybe you would do this when everyone's asleep.
Yes,
Alrighty.
ideally.
you.
Ideally, I would like to not be noticed.
I mean, I think most of these people are pretty sound sleepers. Unless anybody would like to try and be super alert. And I would say you'd just be able to do that.
I could be bastard.
Say probably
It's up to
one
you.
person
Good.
would be taking watch. So I guess does Hayato want to be taking watch to get into some scheming?
Well, I feel like
And presumably
it would
be
make
well
sense
tested.
if Sosei is on watch. Yeah. No, he won't.
Oh.
He's a light sleeper, but
Don't worry, guys. I'll take watch. I'll be right back.
if you're noisy, just know I have an 18 passive wisdom save.
Perception.
Yeah, perception. So just so you're aware.
That's crazy high.
Thanks for
I
that
know.
knowledge.
That's what I'm
guess,
saying. If you roll, I could maybe snoop, but
I mean, my claim.
So I guess how far away from camp are you gonna go before trying this on?
Far enough that I can still see the campfire light, but will feel like I should be okay and not hurt if something happened, God forbid.
Put it on, you just die. So stepping away from camp, I believe you have the ability to see in the dark, so this wouldn't be like wandering treacherously for you.
Yes, I have fucked up eyes.
You do have fucked up eyes in more than one way. Going forth, taking this mask. As you place it on your face, you can feel this like almost suction cup feeling. Like it becomes airtight around you. As your vision shifts slightly. Not very different, because you can already see in the dark. And this would also give you the ability to see in the dark. So maybe things get a little more clear. But make a perception check.
Okay, hang on. There's my perception. It's loading. Perception? I'm good at those. Just normal?
Yes. You put this on, you're sort of feeling the spiritual energy flowing off this mask into you. You get this sense that you're being watched. The hairs on your body sort of stand up. You start looking around, and then you feel this presence behind you. As you turn around to look at it, you feel your feet leave the ground.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Tyler,
Goodbye.
hit that creepy music that we put in the playlist.
Where's the
Where the
music being
creepy
played at?
music at?
On Tyler's stream.
I have a stream.
It's in the playlist. Yeah.
Oh, scheisse. Forgive me as I switch this music then. Alright, mood shift. This is still pretty chill, not gonna lie. Alright.
Maybe this is a chill scene, you know?
Hatred's kind
So
of
you
chill,
feel your-
you know?
You feel your feet leave the ground as Sensei is lifted up by his neck.
Oh.
As you look at this figure, you see none other than Funi Yotage.
Damn, I knew it.
Here, not seen in a very long time. These blue robes, straw hat obscuring his face. You lift it up by your throat, you find it hard to breathe. As Yotage pulls back and throws you. You're sent flying 15 feet, slamming into a tree.
I'm so glad I'm not doing this at camp.
Take 8 bludgeoning damage. You slam into the tree and fall to the ground. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. How
Fall to
how
the
long?
ground.
Have we had a rest previously to this?
Yes, you're fully rested.
Okay.
You fall to the ground. You can look over 15 feet away, and you see this figure standing there. And you hear his voice, but as he speaks, it doesn't sound like the voice is coming from where the figure is. It more sounds like it's appearing directly in your head. He says, "Well, well, well. That's for killing me, by the way." This figure flickers and then appears by you again. What does Sose do?
Quick get back.
My brain. He will summon his weapon.
Summon Yotage's katana?
Which one what am I pulling to? Yeah.
Or I guess
'cause
you
that-
still
that
have
was-
the crystal blade at this point. High key.
Oh, I would?
Yes, you would. What weapon do you pull out?
Part of me doesn't want to pull up the crystal blade right now. But like that's I forgot which ones what they do. That's the best one for killing like demons, right? That was the whole thing for it.
Yes. It's very good at combating like Shadowlands creatures and demons and such.
Okay. But it's like it's bright. It's a bright light when I pull it out because it's dark, right?
Yes, if you were to pull it out, it would start shining bright light. Yeah.
I don't want the light to alert people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what my thoughts are. Yeah, I'll pull out
Mhm.
Yotage's katana.
That's very funny. Pull out
Yeah,
Yotage's
yeah.
katana, unsheath it,
And
looks
I'll do
down.
it again.
Like he puts his hands up, sort of for a second. It's like, oh, all right now, buddy. Don't do anything rash. As his form flickers away for a second, as you feel your head slam to the side against the tree again.
What's happening? Why is this man suddenly anime like this?
Take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Isn't he supposed to be dead?
So say you gotta fight back. You gotta manhandle this man back. You got
But me, the player, I'm just confused.
souls in the mask. It seems.
Yeah, would you like to make like an Arcana check?
Yes.
Go for it.
Kinda normal?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say like feeling this like spiritual energy from the mask, feeling yourself getting like picked up and thrown around. And especially like being able to look around with your Renegon. Like as you're looking at this figure, I would say you can tell that it's not actually there. Like this is something more so superimposed on your vision, or maybe more accurately an image that's being placed directly into your mind. It's a little more obvious with the sound of his voice that is definitely in your head. I would say you would be able to tell that this is like a thing that is bound to the mask,
Mm-hmm.
and that the mask is doing this. And it would appear that his soul or some sort of something similar to it is contained within this mask.
Do I feel like attacking the thing I see would do nothing because it's technically not there?
Yes, I would say you would realize that kind of quickly.
Okay.
Is that like from an outsider's perspective, you would be swinging at nothing. Nothing's really there.
How do I subjugate this fucking mask?
Head gets slammed against the tree. You can feel blood begin to trickle down the side of your head.
Can I still take the mask off?
So you try to reach up, pull off the mask. It does not come off.
Okay.
You have to get
I
set
regret
back.
this.
You hear him say, "Thanks
Sorry,
for helping
me
out my
there.
brother, though. He does need all the help he can get." You see this figure walk over and sit down in front of you. You say anything?
So what, you just wanted to throw me around a little bit?
He seems smiling. Yeah, just about. I think you deserve it.
Why? Because you lost?
Yeah, actually. You're kind of a hypocrite, though. Kind of the same as me.
I'm nothing like you.
Well, not yet. Still pretty weak, but seems like your power's coming along nicely. Seem like a completely different person than when I first met you.
Me, that shook me up, so. He's just twitching.
Mm-hmm. So,
I guess I'll
where
sit
did you
across
learn
from-
all those little blood magic tricks? See, I had to learn this stuff from Forbidden Tomes, but you don't seem like the studious type.
Excuse you. I was very studious.
Ah, well, forgive me for making assumptions. And I notice you're still not blighted at all. Impressive. I think in time, though, you'll realize its benefits. And trying to still hide from your companions. You wouldn't want to.
Hello,
Looked at
Joshua
the camp
11.
for a
Hi.
moment.
Mhm.
He'll take a seat across from him.
Thank you for following.
Take a seat, leaning up against the tree. It's like, well, I certainly have a bunch of time to kill, being a mask and all.
Yeah, I
guess,
thought this was supposed to be your heart.
the Oni's heart? Yeah. I put a contingency in my agreement with him. You weren't trying to get the heart, were you? He smiles.
Sose doesn't.
Mhm.
It's just a very, what the fuck do you think?
He's like, maybe you are the studious type. Smarter than you look.
I really wish people would stop fucking saying that.
It's like, well, yeah. Unfortunately, I already claimed this power. Though, good idea. I probably would have tried to do the same.
So now what?
Well, instead of me going to the underworld and rotting in hell, I'm going to be a mask for all of eternity. For you, well, not really for me to decide.
I'm thinking about things, sorry.
For sure.
I also very pointedly did not answer his question about where I learned blood magic.
You don't need to know that.
He doesn't. God forbid someone else put this mask on and get that secondhand information. Fuck this guy.
You can see as you're like sitting there thinking, he's like looking Sosei up and down. He's like, say, you don't have your contract on you, do you?
You keep
Did you leave it
asking
somewhere?
questions I'm not gonna answer.
Hey, why not? My lips are sealed. Not like I can tell anyone else.
Unless they put this on, I assume.
Well, sure, but no one else would be dumb enough to do that.
Kind of based.
That's a fair point. I'm still not telling you, though.
Puts his hands over again. It's like, well, keep your secrets then. You see his form flicker, like sort of walking around beside you. It's like, what are your plans? Obviously, this empire is going to shit. Tiger and Crab are going to go to war. Shadowlands are going to take over and all. You planning on switching sides or dying?
I don't plan on dying.
He goes, hey, it's not that bad. Might be better than living in what's to come.
I have things to figure out and do. I don't care about this.
This.
Whatever this war is.
Well, sort of. You can see him take off his straw hat, runs his hand through his still very like stringy, blighted hair. If you ever need a blood magic tutor or something, I truly have nothing else to do. And I think once you get a stronger taste of true power, you'll understand what needs to be done.
Can I try to take this mask off again?
Yeah, if you go to take the mask off, it comes off.
Oh, I love that.
You not see or hear yet again anymore.
Me who does want and need a blood magic teacher. Oh, well. I'll teach you. I'm bored.
So they return to camp.
Yeah, he'd return to camp to fix his head.
You could feel like a small stream of blood going down like the side of your head.
Yeah, it's explainable. Clean that up. Everything about this makes him shaky on the inside and probably the outside. This sucks.
This sucks. This is horrible.
This is bad. I'm blighted.
hate
I have
being the main
opium
character.
poisoning. There's demons in my head.
I got demons. Literally.
I didn't get to eat that stupid heart.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Someone else called dibs.
Alright, just I don't want to talk to that man anymore tonight. Another time.
Alrighty. Would you like to play the interaction of in the morning? Anyone noticing if you have injuries, or would you rather just cut ahead to the castle?
If other people want to, I don't mind.
Of course,
Yeah.
my ass is going to absolutely notice
Say, Hayato.
you're injured. What the fuck? What? Describe the injuries again.
Well, I guess the first injury y'all wouldn't be able to see because he was like thrown up against a tree, and that's more on like his back. The second was like the side of his head was hit up against a tree, and that was sort of bleeding. So you would see like a mark on like the side of his temple that was recently bleeding. I
Did you
suppose if
fall last night?
Huh?
He taps his head, like his temple.
I didn't hear your question.
Did you fall last night?
Yes.
I'm very much definitely going to incite the fuck out of that.
it was such like a like IRL ... yes. I could hear the ellipses. Yeah, I mean, if you'd like to do like contested insight versus deception,
Yes, absolutely.
I guess Leslie did fall technically. I don't know if you want to try and spin that as persuasion.
That was the wrong. No, I want to lie.
Okay.
Is it technically true? Yes, but the method by which it happened was not.
Yeah,
simply
the way in which
she
he's
tripped and
asking is
fell.
definitely giving implications of did you fucking go to the bathroom and trip over a rock or some shit? Or
Yeah, directly into a tree and then another tree.
yeah, like a dumbass.
I am very not smart, obviously.
Mhm.
Is it normal or do I should probably
Yeah, no. I
check
mean,
my
unless you want to
stuff
make it
at
with
this point.
disadvantage. It would
No.
be-
Why would I make it a disadvantage? Do I have disadvantage?
I
I don't
wouldn't say
think you
so.
have a reason.
And except it being not a very good lie.
I'm just trying to think of do I get
What other kind of lie would I have?
It's fine. Nah.
That's crazy. So I guess Hayato, like, as Sosei says this, it sounds very, like, dismissive, you know? Like, you can tell that there's something that they're not saying.
Right. Like it's giving Hayato gave him an excuse for why the injury was there and he was too quick to use it.
Just be like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's absolutely what happened.
Mhm.
Glance, glance, glance.
Well, he's not shifty-eyed about it.
Nah. Hayato's just good at reading people.
Unfortunately.
To
Well,
many
damn.
dismay.
That's true. To many dismay, that is fact. He like glances over the injuries a bit more. Looked like it hurt.
It's nothing.
You sure? I could bandage it up. Looks a bit raw over here. He like pokes that right near where the cut is, like where the bruising's definitely coming into play.
Mm-hmm. With like a wince of pain.
If it'll make you shut up, sure.
Well, it's my job to take care of my team, so sit down.
He'll sit down. Every day, Sosei is praying for this man's death.
And with the most delicate care, he's not gonna ask further questions about it as to how it happened. He's just gonna wrap it up. He just occasionally gives him that look of like,
Clumsy, are we?
quote unquote clumsy, are we? No, see, the reason why he's preying on his downfall is Hayato is probably one of the few people who don't look at him like he's just a dumbass. He recognizes the secret intelligence and he's like, uh-huh, interesting.
Hayato knows things and will continue to know things, and I don't want that.
It makes me nervous.
And that makes me want to kill you.
It would not be surprising that someone who knows too much has a shinobi suddenly appearing at them in the night. Except that shinobi aren't real.
Crazy.
Okay.
That'd be
What are
wild.
you talking about?
Does Itro say anything to Sosei, or does he?
Did you fall?
Yes, I fell. It was dark.
Are you sure something didn't grab your face and slam you into a tree?
That's crazy.
I would hope they're dead, if that were the case, but alright. We'll work on balancing today. He adds a balancing course to his training for the day.
Incredible.
We can flash forward back to the castle.
Castle,
Second
Sosei
class.
turns in Crystal Blade, fanfare.
And
Level
then-
up.
Yes.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hooray! Everyone's happy.
Hell yeah.
Nothing creepy happened.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
nothing creepy happened at all, but I'm definitely not privy to it anyway. Here we go.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Alright. I don't remember if anyone said that they wanted to do something before dinner.
Well, I don't know. Does my girl come check in on me, or is that gonna be after dinner?
If you wanted to, you have your little shikigami paper.
You're so
You
right.
can
I fully
write-
forget that I have that all the time.
You're supposed to use it every week. don't
Am I
do-
really? Wait, do I even have this on my thing? Wait, I don't even see it on my. I'm gonna add it to my. It's for whatever reason not in my inventory. What's it called? How do you spell it?
I can spell it for you.
Thank you very much. That's probably why I
Yes,
forget
indeed.
about it, because it wasn't in my items list.
I would do it. Make sure you write down that you have a breach charge too. You never know when that might come in handy.
Yeah.
Real. Do I actually have that or no?
No. That's just
Okay.
Breach charge?
Yeah, I was like,
That's
huh?
future stuff.
I am the
That's
breach
C4.
charge. Yeah.
Yeah,
thought I
you're
was
right.
the
You're
breach
right.
charge.
Wait, where are you?
Also,
typing
go
it?
ahead and add an intercontinental ballistic missile to your equipment.
Oh, hell yeah.
10-4.
Yahoo.
Sir, yes, sir.
Seriously.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he would send the message out then.
Gotcha. Any specific topic of the message?
Um,
Or just general check-in stuff?
Oh, Tomo's dead. Thumbs up.
yeah, essentially.
Oh yeah, forgot that in the recap. When we returned to the castle, we were informed that Tomo-sama passed away from his disease, quote unquote.
Really nothing we could do.
That we could do. The fever took him.
Yeah, it was really,
Painting
really
her
tragic.
emoji.
Mm-hmm.
Or magistrates that showed up and they
Pensive wobble.
ruled that he died of a disease. And his remains were sent back to the Chrysanthemum clan.
Man.
Send out this message. Do you stick around for any sort of reply, or do you just send it and dip?
I send it, and then I'm gonna walk around because I'm nosy.
Or walk around the castle?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think most people are currently congregated within the dining hall area.
Dear. Wild.
Where does everybody else hang out?
Well, technically, while Sosei was quote-unquote there when I was introduced, I'm going to consider, since I didn't get to talk to Cop the player, that like maybe he's busy doing something or what the fuck ever. So I guess I'd like to actually finally say
You say practicing?
not practicing, just like go and actually introduce myself to Sosei. I've introduced myself to everyone else, but I haven't introduced
Okay.
myself to Cop the RPer. So yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
Oh no.
yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, where do you guys imagine you'd be doing this? Like in the hallway as you're returning from talking to Fusei, or back in like the dining hall area with everybody else? Was me like a one-on-one convo, or other people there is the real question.
Other people can be there. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
It won't change Sosei's attitude at all.
Oh well, it's okay. It takes two to tango, buddy.
Oh, something I will say for Sosei.
Oh, please.
Uh,
What more is there?
Nothing crazy. I would say like as you've been getting more used to your Renegon and like looking around and sort of feeling like you're peering
my
into
eyes.
2 worlds at once.
Yeah, it hurts my eyes.
Focusing
It's a new
your
development.
vision. like your ability to like detect and sense like spiritual essence and people's spiritual energies has increased. Like it's certainly nowhere near as good as like Ko's was, where she was able to see that Hayato had like an Oni mark on his soul. You're not quite at that level.
Mhm.
But,
we don't
like-
talk about that.
Yeah, that's gone now. The Oni's dead.
Thank God.
But Sosei, like, looking at Aoto, like, you could tell that he has just an immense, like, latent spiritual energy within him. More so than any other person you've seen in this castle and anybody in your group.
Whoa. What the hell? Can you turn that down?
No, no, I can't. Anyways, yeah. Just to describe Alto, fairly tall man, kind of scruffy looking, hasn't kept his facial hair completely, kind of short, scraggly. He's in these black robes within the court that are denoting that he's from the Bat Clan. Got bunched up, tied up hair, kind of in a bun, but it's a lot looser, kind of messier. It's not really kept together completely. Some white streaks in his hair, and he's got sectoral heterochromia in his left eye, where most of his eyes are brown, but like half of his left eye is blue. He kind of sizes you up and down, so I'll just tag your it if you want to do your character introduction and overview.
Sose is definitely not as tall as Auto or anyone here, I don't think. I'm pretty sure he's the shortest and the youngest.
Definitely the youngest.
He's pretty, and that's what he's got going for him.
Mm.
Pretty and dumb. Hooray. White hair, dark eyes. He also, oh my god, what were the descriptors for his fucking poison and
Well, like your symptoms are very, very minor.
yeah,
that,
but they're
like-
noticeable enough if you look.
Well,
Yeah,
Hayato was able to
right.
notice it because he's specifically trained in
Oh,
that sort
right.
of thing. Like most people aren't able
Oh.
to tell. Like Yutaro wasn't able to tell, Sora wasn't able to tell.
Gotcha. Okay.
I might have a background where I might be able to recognize things like that. So I could do it a perception or an insight or something, just as finally sizing him up for the first time if you want.
I mean, if you'd like to do like a medicine check,
Medicine? Alright,
or
let's roll.
hang around Sosei. Yeah. I'd say like being around Sosei for like the little bit that you have, you'd be able to tell that Sosei has like these very subtle, like minor symptoms of what some seems to be like some sort of maybe cold, like very slight, like scratchy throat, very slight weakness, sort of very slight bags under the eyes, but certainly nothing life-threatening or anything that would inhibit him from fulfilling his duties to the best of his ability.
Just nothing I'd be able to identify even with the, Gotcha.
Correct.
Alright, so I'm gonna kind of size him up and down. You not get much sleep on your travel?
I sleep fine.
Sounds like bullshit. Anyways, so be Alto. Be joining your VOD. I was formally brought in to join the Jade Magistrate. I hope we can get along on well enough terms.
You look like shit.
He kind of actually smiles and tilts his head a little bit at that. Like, one of the first times he's actually kind of smiling a little bit more. Yeah? How do I look like shit?
Do you need a mirror?
Oh, so we're one of those catty, talk shit types. Got it. Alright. So you really didn't travel well, huh?
No.
Fair enough. Well, I'm kind of the odd man out. I don't really know how to integrate myself with this lot or get along with all of you or whatever. I'll be here, prove myself practical. Hope you can respect that. I'll nod to him.
There's this sigh Sosei makes, like he really doesn't care.
You don't
Sure.
have to talk if you don't want to. Got somewhere else to be, but
I'm just waiting to not be here in this place.
you're telling me. I don't really want to be here either. I want to get out of here. But it's part of, I guess, our role here, isn't it? So, what'd you do prior to joining the Jade Magistrate? A lot of them told me what they were doing prior.
He's silent for a long time.
Mhm.
I traveled with Yutaro.
Oh, so you were on a lot of those, what do I, snapping his fingers trying to recall. What was it? Something about a volcano colony? Something with were you there for that? He told a lot of stories, actually.
Me, the player. I actually don't know how many of those stories I was actually there for, if at all.
Sam, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't think Sosei was
I
there
don't
for
think
that
I was. No.
volcano incident.
No.
Kimiko is there.
Oh, no, he was. Sosei was. Sosei came with Kimiko.
Sosei,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
He was. Yeah, he was part of the Shugenja that came to relieve their whole.
Oh
problem.
yeah,
Mhm.
Mhm.
that's why they knew each other. That's why you went to go get him.
They were in a pinch and called for the other clans to help them, and the Tiger Clan pulled up. Shout out to them.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I was there for that volcano.
You like him? Did he leave much of an impression on you if you're traveling with him for so long?
Yes,
That's-
he's my sensei, so yeah.
He blinks a few times. He's like, oh, kind of assessing that. Like, kind of assessing the social standings of everyone and their roles and how all the puzzle pieces fit together. Nods.
I guess
Hello,
that
Wallace
is war.
Cheese. No, this is a
You
different campaign
are
called
kind of
Samuraising that I'm a player in.
Okay.
It is samurai themed, as
I
you can
won't
see.
pry into your business anymore. I'm sure you don't want much of this. Good to meet you. Hope we can do good work out there, alright?
Sure.
Righty.
Leave this conversation.
He'll
Just
leave the
starts walking.
conversation. Yeah.
I think we're going the same way though, so that's just awkward.
Anyway,
I
bye.
mean,
With down the hall. Yeah.
he doesn't force a conversation any longer. It doesn't really appear that he wants to force a conversation. He kind of just wants to get a read and assessment on everyone he's gonna be working with.
Mhm.
Bold letters, brat.
Yeah, I got the impression.
Our resident brat, demon boy.
I have demons in my head. Help me. It's getting worse.
If you told us, we'd
Listen.
fight.
No, I can't.
Yutaro is helping
You'll
him.
kill me. I don't trust you.
He needs therapy,
Well,
but
you
Yutaro's
should.
like, you can fight your demons. I'll show you. Boxing
I
demons.
remember a while back you said that Sensei wanted to talk to Yutaro about the vision thing that he had of being the snake.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
It's
I was
harder.
concerned about that. And another question I was going to ask
I
was,
do remember that now.
would he tell Yutaro privately about the mask?
He would 100%.
You know?
What?
Fuck you for not telling me things.
He doesn't trust you.
I don't know
He's
why.
so convinced Hayato's just gonna try to kill them.
I don't know why you would feel that way at all.
Crap plan.
I'm paranoid. Can't help
That's
it.
crazy. I'm just a little crab clan guy. I don't know.
No.
I don't know why you would feel that way.
What does the crab
Crab
clan
clan,
do?
sure. If that is your real name.
It is. The fuck? My wife is wonderful.
What does the crab clan do? Kill Shadowlands creatures for a living? Hey, you know there's a Shadowlands creature inside of me?
Do you want to kill it?
Like, reasonable
could kill it for you.
paranoia, you know? Fair paranoia.
Would you like to do that conversation now?
You can do that now.
It's been a week of travel. I feel like I'm talking too much.
You're fine.
You're catching up.
You're the main character. You also
That's
missed
what you're
last
here for,
session.
bro.
Screaming. This white-haired
Dude, you
bastard.
got 2 sessions worth of RP to do right now.
You're right.
Would this be something where Sosei approaches Yutaro about it?
You thought
Or
it
would
was
this be
gonna...
something where Yutaro's like, hey, I noticed you've been acting weirder than normal.
Yeah, you thought it would
Normal.
He would have checked in on Sosei when they like probably soon after leaving the Oni Trophors, but I could just say he held off until they reached the castle and they could like shower and actually relax, actually vibe. Which is funny because Sosei hates it here, but Yutara's like, now we're chill, now we're calm, let's talk.
Civilization.
So yeah,
You know this combo in like the bathhouse?
yeah, a bathhouse combo type shit.
Combo. At this time, the bathhouse would be empty. It would just be Yutaro and Sosei, or if anybody else wanted to tag along, but I doubt it.
I would, but they'd kick me out because they hate me.
No.
So you're talking. You're sending your letter right now.
You're so
I've been
right.
debating making it a group thing, but it makes sense. He'd open up to Yutaro better.
Yeah, Yutaro
bathhouse,
laying in the
Yutaro.
bathhouse, you know, have his body under the water, arms laid out left and right, has a hot towel on his face, just vibing. And then look over to Sosei.
Disassociating. Staring into the water.
Pulls the towel off his face, kind of puts it behind his back, almost like a little pillow. You've been lacking focus during your training these last 2 days. Yeah. Your mind is elsewhere, I can tell. Is it the battle? Something lingering with it?
No, I'm fine. I focus enough. I lie. Be the player. I say as I lie.
As you say that, you can see, like, for a brief moment, your reflection in the water as the vertical slitted eyes. It fades away.
You were fine, you'd keep up more. You were fine, you'd be doing better. Not stagnating.
Okay, yes.
Kind of sits up a little bit, leans on one arm. He has the look in his portrait right now, just like, go on, tell me everything. Been on your mind.
Oh my god. The troll forest. When we went through those doors,
Yeah.
and fell asleep. What did you dream about again?
2 battles. The gods vanquishing some. I don't know if Yutra would know the name of the Yanti. They had like a specific name that the Deathlast told us.
I don't think his name was ever said during that.
Yeah, but it's fighting those creatures, serpents. Seemed they were toppling a temple to some rival gods or some enemy god. And they won their battle, vanquishing the god. These creatures seem to worship Orochi of the underworld. And there was another battle. Instead, they fought a titan, captured the heavenly beasts. He looks a little up to the ceiling, basking still in the glory of all of it, feeling that power, seeing those sights, being a god.
Mm-hmm.
Being a strong, independent woman of the sun.
Of the sun. We also fought Orochi again. Not sure why he was there. Likely just to interfere or try to slay the gods while they were distracted. Did not succeed. Looks back down at Sosei. What did you see?
The same thing.
Were you looking through someone's eyes?
Suddenly doesn't want to say anything.
Squint. Are you one of the beasts?
I was the snake.
The one worshipping Orochi?
No.
Blink blinks.
I was the snake.
You were Yamata Orochi. He cackles.
Yeah.
What a strange vision to have received. How was that? Suddenly he's very intrigued. He's like, what was that like?
It was fun. Strangely enough, I didn't have to think about much.
Okay, that furrows his brow a bit.
Probably because snake, right?
What was it that you wanted in those visions?
Just to eat.
Yeah, that does. That adds up. He
Snake.
He is the end, the bringer of the end. He consumes all. That checks out.
Very big. Eats a lot. And yeah, just I've kind of been extra hungry ever since waking up, but
that would explain all those bowls of rice you've been eating. They were just carbo loading. He puts a finger to his chin, thinking, are you hungry now?
me thinking about that way too long as a player. A bit.
What do you hunger for? You have a craving?
Like rice?
Yeah, like rice or sweet dumplings or, I don't know, sushi? People?
I would love dumplings. What?
Nothing.
What was the last one?
People? Horks an eyebrow at him.
Very funny. I could go for some dumplings.
Like lowers his face a little, like looks at him, kind of like looks up at him almost like, just dumplings.
Just dumplings.
Made of beef. Or pork. Or chicken.
I want sweet ones.
I'm sure the feast will have plenty.
I have to wait.
Yes, I know. How tiresome. Is there anything else from the dreams we remember? Or that is lingering with you?
No. Just that. Just thinking about it.
After we awoke, there was a presence. Suppose something like an epiphany. I saw through Lady Amaterasu's eyes. Never played a role so deeply. I thought and behaved and wanted things in the way that role was, but when I woke up, I had that lingering. Certain, like, takes a deep breath in. Certain appeals. I don't know how to describe it other than that. I believe we are chosen. Looks up at the sky again, and looking at the ceiling of the bathhouse. Why else would the gods show us such things, give us such wisdom, such gifts? Thinks back to his blade. Were it not that they chose us to use them for something, or because we have a great destiny ahead of us? I'm sure the vision you received is one and the same as ours. Reaches out, grabs his shoulder and shakes him a little. Greatness awaits us.
Internally, Sophie doesn't feel very great.
This is like, I was chosen, but for what?
He just nods. Yeah.
I say that being brought up reminds you a little bit of the stuff that Yotage was talking about and asking you about, of your plans for the future. Everything goes down. What were you chosen to do? What path will you walk? Does Sophie bring
I
up
feel-
the mascot?
Not right now, unfortunately. I wanted to, but Yutaro saying that made Sose want to throw up. So
Can I insight him?
I don't mind.
I mean, if Koff allows it, I'd say you could pick it up without rolling because you're very close with that feet or whatever. But if Sensei's trying to hide it, then
no, I don't think in this moment he's trying to hide it at all. Very much the the oh my god. Insert word here. The talk?
Mhm.
Exclamation
Conversation?
of being chosen to do something great very visibly made him look sick.
Narrows his eyes on him. You believe the greatness that awaits you isn't good. Or perhaps you have
don't-
other plans. You don't want to be great.
I don't know what kind of greatness a snake brings.
I don't know what kind of greatness dreaming of a god brings. Just feel like it matters to me. Like it. Everything that happens for a reason. It is fate, one way or another. It is our choice to decide how to guide it. I could let the ego of being chosen by my goddess go to my head, smiles proudly, or I could let it humble me. Revere the gods evermore, shave my head and become a monk. But I'm not going to do that. So, what is it that you fear you will do? Why can't you choose not to?
I think I need to sit with that a little bit longer.
He nods. Regardless of why you saw what you saw and felt what you felt, it is ultimately your choice if you let it shape you one way or another. Every scar can be proof that you are close to death, or close to serious maiming. Or it's a sign that you were strong enough to beat the last problem, and that you'll be strong enough to beat the next one. Meditate on that.
Nods again.
And perhaps distract yourself with some good. There are plenty of fine courtesans in the town, and plenty of fine courtiers here in the castle. I should not
Okay.
be your only friend. Find someone you like.
I'll try that. Yeah.
Anyone at court catch your eye?
Not really.
He shrugs. Maybe in the next court. Maybe someone will say
Maybe this
something
time.
that you find interesting during dinner.
Maybe. Yeah. I'll try. Get that Winku out of the chat, Jam.
Have you messed around with your artifact or the mask?
I've looked at it.
Any secrets? Any wonders?
What's his name?
Unigo
Utage?
Smile kind of shrinks a little. Yeah. What about him?
Yeah. Super dead.
We We did super kill him, yes. That
Yeah.
did happen. It was so
I was
super,
just
in
remembering
fact,
what
the
his name
blade
was.
exploded when you did it.
And
Something about the mask or your robes remind you of him.
other than it was attached to him, no.
You ever wonder why? Not why. You ever wonder how the blight gets to your head?
Ex- I don't think I understand the question. I'm sorry.
We've encountered a handful of blighted men and women, and it seems almost always that those who revere them think them to be better than this, to be stronger, to should have been stronger, or wiser, or more careful. And yet every time we encounter them, they're quite the opposite. Reckless, arrogant, delusioned. I wonder what separates them from us. But he like gestures his head, kind of just making like a looping gesture. Like, what causes things to change, to stir in that way?
I'm not sure.
It's been on my mind since the other day. If I ever get to such a point, do me the good graces of cutting my head off swiftly. Preferably before I get off a arrogant quip.
I'll do that swiftly. I know quips are how you get your most of your power. Can't let that happen.
See him kind of like drift his gaze just straight ahead. Almost like his last words made him think of something. And he smiles a little. I'm sure I'll vanquish any foe with my quips alone. Anything else on your mind?
Not currently.
Not. He like puffs out a little, and like the air in front of him just vibrates, like it was a very hot breath, causing the light to shake a little. Oh, we've been stewing here long enough. Let us go get some refreshments. Maybe we can steal away some dumplings before dinner. Pats his chest a little.
I could.
Sosa
I absolutely could.
Sosa doesn't have anything else to add. Yuta also doesn't have anything
No.
else to add. To steal away some dumplings.
That's it.
Da-da-da-da.
That's it for that.
Dumplings.
Yeah.
So stays in a perpetual state of I could eat.
I could eat.
Yeah.
I can eat.
Alrighty. Because Hayato, would you like to do the conversation with your girl before dinner or wait until after?
Before dinner.
Before.
Alright. Walking around the castle, seeing what other people are doing. Say like you probably caught like the tail end of the conversation with like Sosei and Naoto before leaving.
Leaving
After a
with a
while, like
smirk at that.
doing one of your laps, in between the cracks of thunder, you hear the very, very quiet bird call over from where your room is.
He'll continue to take in the thundering rain for a moment or two longer, take a breath, and head back inside to get cleaned up for the dinner.
Gotcha. As you slide open your door, don't see anything immediately. Walk in and close the door.
Mhm.
You can hear from above you, like the slight sound of fabric moving. As Kyoka says, "Ah, good job." He drops from the ceiling, lands behind you. Like, you can see her like dripping water. It's like, I somehow got your letter through all this. I don't appreciate you making me come here like this.
I appreciate you coming regardless.
Mm-hmm. She sort of like slips off her arms and stuff. More water goes onto the floor. He's like,
He like
the
winces
one
a
time you
bit.
don't miss check-in.
You told me to be better. I just got back. I had to let you know.
So you twisting my words against me. She goes
I
over
would never.
and gives you a side eye as she walks over and kneels by the table.
He is gonna use his little fun little amulet thing that he's been secretly practicing with
Mhm.
an invisible mage hand to tap her shoulder just to fuck with her.
Quickly like looks over her shoulder and like looks around the room. Like you see her whole demeanor shift like very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually when she's talking to you, she's sort of like casual, like, "Hey, I'm just here to do my job."
Yeah,
Type
for
thing.
sure, for sure.
See her go into like the shinobi mode.
On the murd, yeah.
Yeah.
Birding on murdering someone or something. Yeah. He
Looking
does it
around.
one more time on her like on top of her head.
Mhm.
Just like a tap tap. And then he'll reveal the hand.
Mhm.
Just
You
grinning
see,
at
like
her.
the tattoos on her arm that began to like writhe in this shadowy pattern. And she like looks up at this hand. Her eyes settle on you, and she like looks at a long
He
sigh.
like wiggles his fingers like in that little like teasing wave with both his like normal hand and the mage hand.
She looks very unamused. She's like, very funny.
Figured I'd
It's
show off
weird.
my new skill.
Her tattoos return to normal. That is interesting for a non-Shugenja like yourself. How'd you learn to do that?
A magical forest.
Mm-hmm. That
Perhaps a
place
god,
was not
who's to
fun.
say?
She looks over, she's like, that new amulet thing you got on.
Yes. What of it?
Like, oh, I guess that's a neat party trick. Is that all it does?
No, no, it is not.
Mm-hmm. And you're not gonna tell me.
Will you ask nicely?
You can see her like think for a second. You see her go through like various emotions on her face. And at a certain point she realizes that it's not worth the trouble. It's like, please, will you tell me what your dumb amulet does?
He does laugh. And he will walk over to her.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have permission to see through your eyes?
No one's ever asked me that before. But sure.
He opens his hand out to hers for her to take it.
She puts her hand in yours.
And he'll do the thing of whatever it takes to do that. Yeah, I just have to touch the creature to attempt to see through its eyes. And she gave permission, so just like holds her hand briefly. He'll like bring her hand to his lips and gives it a little quick kiss, and then he will go sit on the bed like he's meditating almost, and close his eyes and then see through hers. Hold up a number of fingers. His eyes still closed.
Seeing through her eyes, it's rather jarring being able to like look over and see yourself.
Yeah.
And imagine as like any like little movements you see yourself doing, like your feeling in your body remains the same.
Right.
Right? The only thing that's changing here is your vision. So you can still hear from where you are and feel everything that your body's feeling.
Very trippy.
Yeah, there's like a weird disconnect between what you are physically feeling doing and what you're seeing yourself doing.
Right.
But see her like pause for a bit, and she holds up 4 fingers in front of her.
4.
And
Again.
pauses for a second. Goes to 2.
2.
It's like, that's crazy. I don't even feel anything.
I just have to touch someone to see through their eyes.
And you can see, like, as she moves from her perspective, it's also very weird. Because you're seeing things happening that you aren't feeling at all. You see she, like rests her arm on one of her knees. Sort of, like, has her chin in her hand, thinking. This unique power. I've never heard of something like that before. Though, this could be a game changer. If you using this on someone, they can't even detect that you're doing it.
I agree.
You see her thinks for a little bit longer. Throws her hands aside and is like, well, I'm not smart enough to figure out what to do with it, but I'm sure you will.
It's gonna take a bit to figure out, but I think there's even more things I can unlock with this thing. And he'll open his eyes to return to his own vision, shaking his head a little bit to focus.
I could imagine, like, if a bunch of stuff was happening, the motion sickness would be very odd.
Yeah.
But yeah, switching back to your eyes, readjusting. You see her now sitting there. She seems very, like, not confused, but like
Squinty eye.
inquisitive.
Yeah.
Um,
He
Like,
just has
this
the
is-
biggest like shit-eating grin. Like
mm,
new toy, very useful toy.
he's like, hmm. I noticed that your companions also had new things as well. Are they all similarly magical?
Yes, but not similar in their magic.
No. It's nice that you got one that suits you.
I agree.
And she thinks and goes, is this something I should report back? New skill set could have new opportunities.
He nods.
Hmm.
There'd be no point in withholding information that'd make me more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
People may have particular targets for me to see through their eyes.
She goes, suppose we haven't gotten to talk in a little bit. Should congratulate you on vanquishing your first demon.
Thank you.
Many more to come as a Jade Magistrate, I'm sure.
Most likely.
And condolences on the unfortunate news of Otomo Kawashima, his untimely demise. He will be missed, blah blah blah.
Very epic.
And
So sudden too. A shame.
a shame. Though, we find ourselves in a more advantageous position because of it. And I'm told, though not directly from you, that you're going to be heading up north to the current negotiations that are happening between the Crab and Tiger.
Your sources are as accurate as ever.
Well, I'm supposed to, in very flowery language, tell you that a war between the tiger and the crab would be advantageous for the scorpion, but I don't know, I'm not so good with the words, they just have me jump around.
I think you do a fine enough job with your words.
Like, smiles a lot at that. It's like, well, thanks. I try. She stands up, stretches. Like, well, that's all I gotta do. Anything you need from me? Now you got a new friend.
Yes, look into him. He's an interesting character.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. He turns, looking out through the window and just the pouring rain. So you're like, sigh.
Don't get a cold now.
Yeah. Your form enveloped in shadow for a second. She's gone.
You don't gotta go home, but you
Nope.
can't stay here.
Facts. He is gonna clean up that water because
Mhm.
she made a mess. And get himself ready for dinner.
Ready? If everyone's alright, I will cut to the feast. I believe
Yeah.
everybody is going to be in attendance.
Yeah, feast.
Alrighty. Whereas the first dinner that you guys had here was a very formal, like, multi-course meal. It was like individual dishes being brought out one at a time for everybody. Coming out here, like the long table in the center of the dining hall, has just all sorts of foods laid out. Like the most striking things in the center. It's like a very large pot, almost like a cauldron of like this soup. You can see various like vegetables, mushrooms, cabbage, tofu, like what appears to be some sort of gamey meat, like boar or deer. And then there's a like open flame, sort of like grill thing in the center that has various pieces of meat currently on them. Surrounding, you have all types of like I don't know, like rice balls, like onigiri, like the grilled rice balls, dumplings, bunch of rice, mochi spread out here and there. Does anyone have a very particular set of people they'd like to sit next to?
Absolutely sitting next to
gotta
Kimiko
know.
and Sosei. if
I gotta
possible.
know what this stuff is going on with Yutaro and Kimiko. I'm so nosy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about you
My
mind
cousin.
your business? How about that?
No.
I'm not particular where I sit. No, I am definitely going to be watching how particular they are where they sit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Everyone comes to sit down. You could see that like Fusei is there, and you can also see that his wife and child are there.
Oh yay!
Well,
Oh my god.
It's like in the first dinner, they were not there. So it was more like formal courtly thing. This is a more like casual celebratory feast for everybody. See like his wife there with like similarly colored robes as him. On the shorter side, like this shorter cut black hair goes to either side. He's holding like a like 1.5 to 2.5-year-old child in her arms and is like holding on to her very tightly, very closely. He seems very shy, sort of
aw.
hiding away
Baby.
from all these people that he does not know. So everyone starts to get seated.
Baby.
Servants are also going around and like placing tea where everyone sits. Fusei addresses everybody. Welcome, welcome everyone. Sit down wherever. Begin to help yourselves. I've called this feast to celebrate the Jade Magistrates. They've vanquished a great evil within my lands, and I extend to them my eternal gratitude as Fusei bows along with his wife. Bows holding the child. Not too deeply, obviously.
Skill. Powerful woman.
He takes his seat at the head of one of the tables. You see his wife goes around and sits at the other head of the table. So, everyone.
Like it would fully bow and like gratitude for the things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sits down. Everyone begins to dig in. You see, like, after they bring tea and everything, and everyone's eating, they begin to bring out sake for anyone who wants it.
Sake! Another!
Yutaro and Shinjo Meta both simultaneously call for more sake. So they bring out more. You see Umeda immediately like down his little bowl of sake. It's like, another. So the servant barely gets like 2 steps away before turning around, coming back. And as she pours it, he like looks at Yutaro dead in the eyes.
Yutaro grins, but it's this like hateful grin, like teeth biting grin. Another.
Kimiko
this
next
beef.
to Yutro looks between them and is like, "Oh, I want another too."
Me too.
I will be partaking.
He could tell this
What
man
was that?
telepathically. He would say, "I will
I
kill
will-
myself before I let you win. I will die today, in fact, before I let you win."
It's just alcohol.
Hi, another.
Shit, everyone drinking.
Oh yeah,
Is Alta drinking as well?
100%. Yeah, he's not gonna sit here and like join in the quote unquote competition
Mhm.
like overtly.
Like to think like everybody else is like getting individual like little sake bowls filled, and Alta just like grabbed the whole container. It's like thanks, I'll be keeping that.
Fantastic. I won't
Just
make you
drinking
walk
straight
back
out
and
of that.
forth.
Might as well find something else to do. I'll just keep this.
I would say like I don't know if you want to say this is the case of Associate as well, but Kimiko with her like very fair aura skin when she's drinking, like she very obviously becomes super like flush red in her face.
Aww.
Oh, absolutely.
Preciosa. Absolutely
And-
precious.
You see, like after the first few bowls, she's like, I don't know, Yutro, I don't think I can keep up.
You don't have to. Another! He says, looking at Shinjo.
Himiko, would you like a water with me? I have no interest in being that intoxicated. Or
It's
tea.
like, alright. Cheers to that. She holds up her teacup.
Yeah, I'll hold this
Yeah.
teacup.
Cheers. Cheers. Let's get some con saves from Yutro and Meta here.
And Ayato, if he's drinking.
Are you drinking? Are you switching to tea with?
I'm not. I'm
Himiko?
talking about fucking the other drunk man over yonder.
Alto?
With his... Yeah, Ayato.
Alto's built like that. Your Alto can be
Damn. He doesn't even have to make a
Constant
roll.
as
That's
well.
crazy.
Wait,
Seasoned
I-
drinker.
Undeniably him. I forgot.
I just realized when I was about to make a Constitution save, did my bullshit from my mark get added on my sheet already? Or do I need to do that manually?
I have the stuff for your mark under items. I don't know if I didn't add it to your sheet if that was the case.
Okay, so
can look that up for you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Fuck,
this
alright.
is cool.
Invisibility or Misty Step is crazy.
That's hot.
Both very good choices.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see.
I am also drinking.
Alright.
Roll.
Me IRL, I'm about to take a shot.
Whoa.
We can't be failing like this, Yukito.
It's the
Okay,
first
so
few
it's just
bouts.
fucking-
Wait. I'm actually maybe able to help you. Hold up.
Able to help. I will take any help.
Oh yeah, the savant when someone makes a saving throw or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you out.
Hell yeah. Teamwork
Add
makes the
a
dream
D8.
work. D8. You roll it.
Alright.
Let your luck guide me.
13? That's not too bad. Not too shabby.
13. Hold on. I need, what is it, 6 Amaterasu? 6 of Kiyomi?
To increase a con save,
Mm-hmm.
it would be Amaterasu.
I mean, look at my shit. I think for con saves, that is just what it has to be. And Yutaro can't lose. I'm gonna drop 7 Amaterasu favor to make that a 20.
My God.
God, 7.
Under no
God.
circumstances
Is it
do I
saving
lose to this
throw?
motherfucker. Hell no.
We're doing saving throws?
Con saves for drinking.
It's so funny.
You should check if you have any additional stuff for Constitution saving throws, school. Ah!
Think I
Oh,
did
this
it.
distracts.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
most
can't
practice-
now. Yeah, your saving throws are under your proficiency bonus. You just rolled Constitution.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Do Rangers get are they proficient in con?
It's worth looking. I rolled a
Okay.
7. I'm screaming.
I guess for the people that are rolling, if you start to feel yourself getting like, oh, I'm getting fucked up, are you gonna stop or are you gonna try and keep going? Because like, say Sose, you'd hit that pretty quickly, like a little bit after Kimiko's like, all right, I can't keep up, I'm stopping.
It's just the same thing. I don't know, because he is learning under Utero, and the part of his brain that is in that vein is like, I can't just fucking stop,
Yutaro doesn't want to get
right?
fucked up right now
Mhm.
because he has plans and he needs to be sober.
Mhm.
he needs to be able to execute his plans, I should say. So Yutaro, when Yutaro feels he's drunk, he'll stop. He won't go beyond drunk. Like, if he's tipsy, nah, I got this. But once he's like, all right, I am drunk, do not put me behind a motorized vehicle, then he's gonna stop.
Okay, got you. You don't have any bonuses to con saves.
Oh yeah, I
Hmm.
didn't think so. So we're just gonna stick with my
Yeah.
roll.
And I don't think you have any sort of
Well, you rolled well anyways.
bonuses.
It's just
But
worth
yeah.
checking, Take
Mhm.
every dice you can,
Yup.
or bonuses.
I guess.
I don't think Sose would stop.
Okay, good to know. I guess Alto, like, how are you pacing yourself through this dinner?
Drinking
You,
steady.
you get
I'm
fucked up
not making
immediately,
it a
or you're
fuck-
just kind of sipping?
I'm just kind of sipping, but I'm gonna be steadily drinking through the fucking night. I am not someone that skips on alcohol if it's given to me, so it's gonna be happening throughout the course of the night. But I'm not getting into some dick measuring contest because I already know I have the biggest dick in the room. Thank you very much.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ayo.
it's being wrong and
Ayo.
confident is the way.
Hey.
I mean, I'm willing to find out if that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Rockberry.
Mr. I'm married.
Yeah, well, the closet's there for a reason.
Yeah.
What happens in the closet stays in the closet.
Real.
No, he's actually
Does-
probably regaling a story of his wife, like actively, like facing down some piece on
Ayato's
the
drunk.
wall.
Like,
I love
tell
my
you
wife.
about this
I
time,
love
my
my
wife.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll thought about that. I'm a little drunk, just a little bit. I got good at my rolls, but I'm gonna say I'm probably still a little bit. But I just asked him, so how long have you been married?
That's such a good question that the player, have no idea what they.
Was this an arranged marriage?
Yes, it
If I
was.
remember correctly. I mean, a lot of times, not always, it's up to you. Like, arranged marriages will be, like, arranged when you're still kids. And it's sort of like when you pass your Genpuku and you're an adult officially as a samurai, then both of them will get married.
Right. And no, I would have passed mine like
From the ages of 14 to 18
Years
is
ago.
standard.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I forget how old you are.
I'm 21, I think. Me about to pull
Oh,
up
you're a
shit. I should
baby
know these
too.
things.
Oh.
I don't. No, yeah, I'm a baby. I'm pretty young. I might be 22. Hold up. Where's my shit?
How old is everybody? Am I the oldest? Am I the
Yeah,
oldest character?
It
probably.
might be.
Oh my god.
What the fuck is
Thought
my
Yutaro was
information on
up there.
myself?
Yutaro is 24.
I've got you
Oh,
beat by like
I
5
thought he was
years.
30
Oh,
or
shit.
something.
He's relatively
I might be 20 something.
young as well.
I don't know where the fuck I put that though.
It's funny
What
as
the
hell. 20 makes sense.
I'm with all these fucking babies. Oh hell.
Yeah,
I
so
think
say it's
he's like 20
19.
something. I just don't know how old. Somewhere in the 22 to 24 range. That makes sense. Oh yeah, no, Hugh fully would be like, oh, I mean, since I think 8, we were engaged, and then we married. Like, he counts on his hands, like, 6 years now.
6 years. Well. You
She's a
interested in
marvel.
maintaining maintaining a marriage while also working with the magistrate sounds sort of questionable, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, my life as a courtier, I was always on the road regardless, so she functions well. We both are very good about the long distance, able to communicate via letters. And when I'm able to see her, we make the most of it.
That's lovely. I'm enchanted by that.
So say scoffs.
Kimiko's like, oh, I didn't know you were married.
I am indeed.
Doesn't
Well,
act like
that's
it.
just wonderful.
I'll say.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Kimiko covers her mouth at that and then goes to grab another dumpling.
What? What did he just say? I missed it.
Doesn't act like it. Takes a shot.
And so say said, I'll say.
Goes for a dumpling.
Also
He
takes a
does
shot.
not at all acknowledge either of them.
Yeah. We on his ass.
Just sips his tea.
Kimiko, after eating a dumpling, is still like visibly like swaying. It's like, I love your camaraderie.
They are a nice bunch, aren't they? Wouldn't change them out for anyone. Save baby myself.
We are a good group. I've enjoyed your presence as well, Kimiko. It's been a pleasure getting to know you.
Quirked eyebrow from
Like,
Yutaro.
oh, really? That means a lot.
Of course.
Honestly, I don't really know what I'm doing most of the time, but I try.
And that's all you can ask of a person. Try their best, and most things can get done.
She nods. He's like, oh, it's actually been a while since I've seen Sussex in here. You gotten taller?
Absolutely.
I never heard that reply to that question. That's the first time I've heard that kind of reply.
Absolutely.
Absolutely intolerant. What? Was there ever any doubt?
Like, is Yitra still teaching you?
Yeah, he won't stop teaching me.
He's a persistent one, that's for sure.
Growing
In a good
never
way, of
stops.
course.
Sorry, repeat yourself.
You said in a good way, of course.
Also, actually, is going to ask in character. Wait, how old are all of you? I'm kind of just gonna squint, and slowly something is going to dawn on him.
24th year.
What's
Fuck you for making me have to look that shit up.
what season are we
Making
in?
What's your question, Koff?
What season are we in? Like
Oh, on the calendar.
month? or something.
Oh,
Yeah, like on the
you
calendar.
got the calendar.
Oh yeah, it's fall. Pretty sure.
I love
Oh,
that.
wait, hold on. Actually, I have to rack my brain because it's actually winter. I forgot.
Oh, it's winter?
It's winter, yeah. But it's Tiger Kind lands, which are just warm. It's not like snowing or anything.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
I
be
totally
20
forgotten what.
later in the winter.
He's gonna look to Hayato. Slowly, he begins pinching the bridge of his nose and looking down into his sake.
How old are you, friend?
Younger than you'd think. 29.
And here I thought you were 27.
Old enough to be a sage, I see.
Kimiko like bows in her as she's sitting down and is like, "Oh, my elder."
You look like you're on death's door.
Yutaro grins and bows with her.
He's going to squint very deeply at all of you, every single one of you, and he's going to clear his throat and say, I'm stumbling over my words.
You're good. You're
It's okay.
good.
Everyone's drunk.
Your decorum under liquor made me realize I probably should have asked. You don't behave as if you're experienced, and I'm not sure how I am going to reckon with this
Depends
awareness.
on what you're remembering. Experience well. I'm quite experienced if you're looking for the right thing.
Oh my god.
Oh, go further with that, please. Where are you going with that? Experience how?
Kimiko nods.
Nearly 10 years of battle. Fierce at that, against Kami and Man. What about you?
He actually lowers his head and kind of.
Oh, he is 22. I confirmed it. Woo! Okay, cool.
Kind of cups his chin and kind of, you know what? I don't think I have anything to say or prove in comparison. You forgive me, in fact, for questioning you for your age, for you have had wisdom and experience to back up why you are how you are. I have talked out of turn, and I apologize for that.
Bows. No offense or satisfaction needed.
I'm
Still.
drinking more.
24 and a sensei. I'm gonna look to Sosei, kind of quirk a brow. Is there something else there? How have you two come to know each other exactly?
Wow. You better get this man in his storytelling bag, unless Sosei cuts him off.
Nope. He just drinks.
Have you ever heard of the incident of Mount Tarume? It's quite close to the Fox and Bat Clan lands. I'd not be surprised.
Something for shits and giggles, just to see if I've heard about this. Just for shits and giggles. Let me see here. Don't I technically get a weird history bonus? That's fucking funny. Oh my god. You know what? No, we're not gonna roll for this. You know what? No, I haven't. Are you ready to regale me with this story?
He like huffs out again. You see like the light in front of his breath, like vibrating. 7 years ago, the mountain erupted. A dormant volcano, sleeping no longer. Like narrows his eyes on his drink a little. I remember 3 years ago. Seven times the volcano erupted. The Lion Clan lands were scarred. Raining flames. Raining stone. creatures born from the ashes. From the embers, they came alive. He takes a deep breath in. In a time of need, the Matsu family called to its allies nearby, those skilled with dealing with the kami. The Phoenix clan answered, and the Tiger clan answered. That's where we first met, on Mount Tarume. Looks to Kimiko, smiles, looks to Sosei, and nods. We survived the battles, went our separate ways, but since then, we have written to each other. Now that we are Jade Magistrates, he pumps his fist, we can travel together. Unbreakable duo.
It's an incredible thing that the fates have brought you back together in the way that they have.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Or perception. Insight or perception, your choice.
I would love nothing more to
Yeah,
also do
you
that.
can. You can as well.
I get advantage
Insight
on
or
perception.
perception?
Yeah, insight or
Ooh.
perception. Either one would probably pick it up.
I say as if there's any difference. Wait, why are you rolling with advantage? Huh?
Because I have a funny thing, and I made humans my quarry target, so I get advantage on perception.
That's
You.
hot. That's
Yeah,
very
I
hot.
didn't think it would work that way, but for now it
No.
works that way.
That's cool.
Wow.
It's fun.
I'm gonna add my little bless bit to it. Wait, undivided attention thing to it. Yeah.
I'll do
I'm trying to
Oh,
get a
that's
gauge on how
rough.
Sosei
What the
feels
hell?
about the story. Oh, wow.
That was, well, there we go with that. 12. That was rad. That was really rough.
do a deception check. Disadvantage because he's drunk as fuck. Oh, ignored the plus to that. 14 base.
And you still won. Incredible.
He glances down the table. You see him frown, and then he glances back to you all. Yes, quite the turn of fate that we are able to be together and stronger for it. I'd like to see what the next challenge it is we face. The next villain or monster that thinks they can take us. He shakes Sosei violently, probably making him either drop his food or like knock over a drink. Very, very rowdy.
Sosei is fucked up right now, so I doubt
It is drunk.
Sosei could even resist that.
Hato's on the verge of changing out
Can I try?
water for fucking his...
I
Like,
don't want to lose my drink or food.
I don't know, like DC 12. He's just gonna like shake you into like athletics or
Yeah,
acrobatics.
you could make like a athletics or acrobatics with disadvantage.
Oh my god. Oh, my thing isn't ping, that's why. How do I put... No. Toggle. Yeah, disadvantage. There we go. You said athletics or acrobatics?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Come on, training, let's go. Ah, no, this... Alright.
He shakes you. Left, right, left, right.
Sake spills to the side.
Shit.
Oh.
See, sitting across from you, Hajime is there. That's just been watching this whole time, and he has his mask on the table beside him, and is slurping up some ramen. He goes, "My Sosei-kun, you should pace yourself. I hear there's going to be games later. You need to
Huh?
at least be conscious for those."
It is good
Games?
advice.
Right, I did hear something about the games. What do you have in store?
Well, I wasn't told which games they'd be, but they're setting up stuff in the dojo, since we can't go outside, obviously. So, I look forward to seeing you at your peak performance.
He looks at Sake, at the Sake he knocked over from Sosei, and then at his own, and he just mutters, "Peak performance, right." He switches to
Goes
tea.
back to slurping up his ramen.
I take Yutero's unspilled sake.
Go ahead, Katie.
He knocked mine over. I'll be peak. It's fine.
Ready. Is Yutaro done with the story?
That is the conclusion. I don't know if Aoto has any follow-up questions.
I won't prod. It sounds like we want to move on.
Yeah.
You can get the other half later.
Dun-dun-dun.
I'm sure it is not lost to either of you how little he mentioned Kimiko in his storytelling, despite her also
Yeah.
being there.
He didn't really mention Sosei either. He just said, "Yeah, Tora clan rolled up and helped us."
You know,
Mhm.
it was like, no, me and the boy, we made that shit happen. All right, we made it out. It was me and him all the way, and then we went our ways, and now we're back. So obviously, next problem we run into is getting fucked up. Battle hardened, battle tested. Oh, and Kimiko was there too. Don't worry about all that. Mind your business.
See, Kimiko drunkenly add on. It's like, yeah, that was crazy. Magical event of crazy scale. These swords to the side. It's like, Kami were ravenous. Man, they're always kind of ravenous, but they're, man. She sort of like waves her teacup and a little bit of it spills. Like, oh, kind of exciting, not gonna lie. You should have seen it. He goes back to eating mochi.
He has this shit-eating grin. Probably learned it from Hayato, but he says nothing.
Hey, yo, you learn nothing from me.
I never taught you a damn thing.
I never taught you a damn thing, less a composure thing about handling yourself in public.
The way I want to talk to Kimiko.
She's right next to you. Or at
She's
least on the
like
other side of
privately.
Yutaro.
Yeah, I can't talk about Yutaro across from Yutaro.
I mean, you could.
I love it when people talk about me. I am the talk of the town.
Indeed.
Anything else people wanted to talk about at dinner?
He looks
I
to.
would love nothing more to learn more about our new friend.
Or do you inquire about something specific, or just off-screen yapping?
Off-screen yapping for now, so we can move to the games if that's what the vibes are.
No, I want to know what this man does.
You gonna ask?
That's what I'll ask. That's what Sosei will
Oh,
ask.
there you go.
What do you do?
I essentially was something of a clan investigator, specifically regarding. He kind of looks across the table. He's a little hesitant if this is like appropriate to talk about, like at a feast, or if it's appropriate, but unsavory habits that some individuals may partake in, and the facilitation of such habits. And my work was essentially to crack down on
An honorable effort indeed.
I can't hear you. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, I have my mic like as close to my mouth as it gets.
No, I mean like Cham.
Oh, I was a little bit away from my mic. Ahaha! An honorable effort indeed.
I think
That's
it's good for coffee.
that actually sounds really cool.
Kind of quirks a brow at Sose, somewhat surprised that he of all people would say that out of anyone. It's
Ooh,
full
can
of
I clock
surprises.
that recognition? I would love to clock that recognition.
Clock it however you see fit. I mean,
Yeah.
you would.
Okay. Okay.
I think Hayato's experienced enough to pick up on that, unless Hayato's trying to hide
Not
that.
really. No.
It's truly the implication of what he does with his knowledge of Sose's issues and the potential signs that maybe this guy with experience may know of. His brain goes very quick.
Mhm.
He does not acknowledge it, but he just quiet note that this guy can recognize that.
He says, "Thank you, Sose. I have never been told my work is cool."
Don't let it get to your head.
I don't tend
Or
to let
do.
stuff get in
He
my head.
rarely compliments people
It won't happen again.
like that.
That's true. Would you have a difficult life to have such a terrible attitude? I just look Sose in the eyes. This, for the first time, looking a little bit more like he's not composing himself for the sake of decorum or what the fuck ever. He actually is just kind of throwing it at Sose, kind of almost trying to disarm him and see what the fuck he does.
This man right in front of my salad, truly.
The way Hayato's eye like twitches ever so slightly at just asking something like that at this table.
I'm so sorry. What was the
Oh yeah,
question?
he doesn't give a fuck.
Blinks.
You
sorry,
have
what
a
was the
difficult life growing up?
Has such a
Funny.
terrible attitude.
Lamo.
He does have a terrible attitude though.
Call that brat out. Behave, brat.
Literally die, actually.
Oh, so Sose's just caught like off guard and just like silent right now, just kind of like.
No,
what?
I'm trying to like. That was the only question asked, right?
Yeah, that's it. No, he's looking like
Okay.
boring into Sose's eyes, though.
Because I'm like, because if
no
Hayato,
challenge.
if Hayato said the things Cham just said, the switch up would be fast.
Absolutely not. Well, you
Okay.
two may have no decorum at a
LMAO.
fucking table. I do.
I have plenty of decorum, first of all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Answer that
We're
question.
celebrating.
Oh, I have
Huh?
decorum.
Anyway,
Pickup is crazy.
the question. This rain is like fucking me up. Rain sounds
Making you sleepy.
a little bit. Alright, one more time, Ghoul. What was the question?
He's going to look into Sose's eyes, kind of challenging, very sudden. Intense change of like how he's been talking tonight, kind of like it's very like obvious that he's doing this like intentionally. He knows what the fuck he's doing.
What was the question?
Did you have a difficult life to have such a terrible attitude?
That does make him pause. He does have to, like, because that question was unexpected. It was more unexpected than it was jarring for him, I guess, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not any more difficult than anyone else's.
You can hear Hajime laugh from across the table.
I'm gonna ignore that. Remind me real quick. Tyler.
Mhm.
It was a shrine. Where was?
What are you asking about?
Where Sosei lived. He studied in a shrine, right? It's been a hot minute.
Like his family's castle
Yeah.
that was like attacked or whatever. It was a
Yeah.
castle, yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a castle. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once-
But he studied. Yeah. Okay.
There was probably a shrine there as well, but you know.
Yeah. Studying the. Studying can be a lot of work.
So you were in the cloisters for hours and hours and got rather difficult socialization skills.
It's mostly family focused. I suppose, yeah.
Sips the sake, he doesn't say anything else, and he decides to leave it there. Awkward and fucking.
Oh, without missing a beat, Hayato will then like speak up with like probably Fusei, just asking about his like well, frankly she's here as well, and asking about the marriage between him and his wife and their beautiful child. Like he's immediately gonna spin the conversation.
What are you asking about? Just about his marriage?
Yeah, about the family. Like, oh, like what was it like at that like your child's birth or blah blah blah. Like, how was your wedding? Blah blah blah. Like, filler questions here of get to know your host, hype them up, acknowledge and be grateful, all of that stuff.
Gotcha,
You don't have to
gotcha.
answer the question if we just want to move, but like,
I'm
I
done.
mean, if
I want to
you had
sort
like
the pot a
some
little bit.
specific information you wanted to gain, I could give you that. But if you're just trying to be like, I'm just gonna chat them up,
I'm
to
chatting them up.
gain favor.
Yeah.
I guess in your head, were you sitting closer to like one of the sides of the tables? Like, were you talking more to his wife or more to him? Or
You know, honestly, he'd probably be near his wife because he's at this other end anyways. So he'd probably just ask about like their if they were like just them, that tea, that filler.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you'd probably learn that they were an arranged marriage and they recently had their kid, and
Yeah.
she would briefly mention some of the stuff with like his father passing, which you know happened like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So he sort of had a lot of responsibility from a very young age.
Right.
And so she also had to sort of take up a
Step
lot.
up as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
very young age.
I mean, he would most certainly shower her and all of like them both TM of the gratitude of like, well, not gratitude, but like commending them for how well they've done.
Would you like to roll for charm? Roll
Yes,
for
I would.
persuasion or whatever
Absolutely,
you'd
I
like for
would.
how
Doing my
likable Hayato
job.
comes across.
Persuasion or
I think that's the most fitting, unless there's something else you'd rather use.
yeah.
Deception if you actually
Sure.
fucking hate them. And you're like,
No, he's
pretending to be
chilling.
nice.
Me trying to see if I have any shenanigans to go with it. Court functionary, I don't know if that would apply. I don't know what that would necessarily do, but
It might give you extra background info, but if you're just talking,
yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
chatting. Yeah, okay. I'll do the undivided attention again. Do. Oh wait, that's not correct. Cancel. There we go. Oh my god! No.
Tonight is a
Um,
night.
It's a night.
Tonight Roll20 hates me. I
think
would love
Roll20 likes
nothing
any of
more.
us.
Whatever the fuck, which favor is I need to increase?
persuasion I think is Amaterasu.
Amaterasu, is that how does that work? I know with attack rolls it's like double, or is it? anything.
It's 1 to
Let me
1
look
if
over the
it's for
sheet real quick.
yourself.
Yeah, it's 1
Okay,
to 1.
oh, sick. Awesome. Yeah, I'm adding 13 to that. Fuck that.
You're adding 13 to it, or you're adding
13
it
to
up to
it.
13?
No, 13 to it. That's gonna be a 20.
Okay,
I will
gotcha.
not fail at this shit. Actually, no,
Oh my
hold up real quick. It
God.
might not have to be 13. Hold up. No, not that. Jesus Christ. 12. I want to pass. I want to be late.
Gotcha. Over the course of the remainder of the feast, talking with the lady of the castle, I'm sure, like, she talks, and you probably talk about your wife as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Reminiscing
have, like,
on the engagement, first getting to know her, and probably ask how that was for her, vice versa, blah blah.
You get some, like, camaraderie, probably a good amount of sympathy from her, being like, oh, being away from your wife for so long must be hard.
Mhm.
Is there anything else people would like to do before the feast is wrapped up?
I'm done
Games.
being spicy. Thank you. Game.
So spicy indeed.
The feast comes to a close. It seems like everybody is done eating. Say it's been a good amount of time. I don't know how fucked up Sosei would be. Do you think? What do you have in your head, Koff? For by the end of the feast, is Sosei conscious, or is he?
I want him to be conscious.
Okay,
He's
gotcha.
just drunk.
Just drunk as fuck.
He's just drunk.
Word. Fusei stands, addressing everybody again. It's a wonderful feast. I hope everyone had their fill. I do have games planned tonight, and good fun. Hopefully everybody is... He looks around the table. Still in high spirits enough to participate. We would traditionally handle these games outside, but because of our current weather conditions, I've had them set up in the dojo. If you all would join me. He bows. Everybody begins to stand up. Does anyone not follow him?
I'm following.
Games.
Him and some of the servants lead everyone over to the dojo. Let's see. I have to look at my notes for which of these games is first.
Games.
Alrighty. So coming in to the dojo, currently what's set up is like there's 2 sets of this with like a small pillow, and then probably about like 10-12 feet away there is a rectangular wooden platform coming up with a small object on top. For anyone that is familiar with games, this is a traditional setup for a game called Tosenkyo. The goal of the game is to throw folding fans and knock over the object that's on the wooden platform.
Ooh.
Awesome.
Gaming game. I'm so ready for this.
Awesome.
I'm
I'm
so
just looking
ready
at my
for
Iron
this.
Fan thing. I'm like, oh, I better be good at this.
The servants come out and they have like these wooden paper folding fans that they set out by the little cushions to kneel on. And Fusei speaks. He's like, the first game we have today is Tosenkyo, a point-based game. We're all going to be taking turns, and the first to 100 points is going to win. Now, for the sake of meta doing this, basically how the game works is like the way the thing is knocked over the position of it, you get different amounts of points. I'm not gonna bother with all of that. I could send a picture in the chat if y'all want to look at some of
Yeah,
this
for a
baloney.
visual, just so we have a visual.
For
but-
visual.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be good.
But yeah, it's pretty difficult in that you have to throw a open paper fan, and like the flight of that is super weird because you're like throwing paper.
Right.
And like the different orientations get different amounts of points. The one that I've seen that gives the most points, which is actually hilarious, is this. If you somehow get the fan in between the thing without knocking it over,
Oh wow.
It's gotta be like a nat
that's
20.
like a fuck ton of points.
Whoa.
I love that.
Yeah, that
let's
definitely
go.
has to be a nat 20.
I think
Mhm.
Sosei's played this before.
It's possible.
Just
Hayato
feels
has
right.
absolutely played this 1000%.
Yutero's played this before. He's rarely ever won.
Mhm.
But he'll try. He's nothing if not a man who tries.
Gotcha. So basically, it's gonna be like the first two, like 100 points, basically, taking turns.
I need to
So
take a
what are we
break.
rolling?
Be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we want to have
Take
a little baby brief?
quick bathroom break.
Yeah, little
Yeah,
break.
that's like I also have to pee.
I have to
sounds
open a
good.
bunch
That
of
sounds good.
character sheets.
Okay. Sosei's ready. He wants to go first for once.
Hey,
Mhm.
pop off. I'm gonna make Sosei my vassal for the pieces of our abilities.
Go up.
I think it'd be fun. Yutaro can see him actually energized, I guess is a good word for it. It's
Big-
probably the alcohol.
Purging smile. Big nod's like, okay. He like shakes his face, pulls his face down like, oh, we're winning. Lock in.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom too.
I'm done, man. What's gonna help me here? Have no ranged anything. No ranged abilities, Lamau. This. Useful.
I got way too many characters in this journal.
Can reckless attack be used on ranged things? No, melee.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this. Type shit. I'm not here to win, I'm here to
I'd say
support
this is
Celsius.
definitely more of like a dexterity type.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what do I get
Yeah.
for like range or dex stuff? I get advantage on dex saves, but otherwise, it's in the hands of God.
Mhm.
The hands of the dice gods.
Get a. This would roll a D100. I pull that out as a singular die. I cannot. Okay, that's fine.
I'm back.
Back.
Okay. Test this out real quick. Perfect.
Back.
This section of the music just very quiet.
I think it might have stopped now.
Should I
The
meet the
thing's
tab?
ticking down right here. Going on.
Good.
That works.
Did that specific video just cut? Oh. No, just bugged.
Yeah, it's just bugged.
Yeah, just
Great.
YouTube bugs type shit.
Mhm.
I'm pinning it all on Sose here. All my cards, all my tricks, my bag of tricks.
I mean, Sese
Let me
drunk
look at
as
my
hell.
shit.
Drunk as
Hello?
So
fuck.
is
about me?
drunk as hell.
Listen,
Like,
but if I
Sese's drunk as hell.
I don't know if you gonna be using Dex or Strength, but if you use Strength, I can cancel out that disadvantage.
No.
I gotta be with
Oh,
you.
my strength is a 10. My dexterity is a 16.
I believe in you. You got this.
Is that disadvantage?
Oh, I don't know what the drunk is.
It would be a disadvantage if you're fucked up, yeah.
Poisoned.
Mm-hmm. Sose's poison. The poison for Sose.
Is a flat roll better than disadvantage? But I don't have any bonuses to the 10.
You got any way of giving yourself advantage? Any spells or tricks? Any features?
No spells. Let me.
What if I give Sose a very rousing pep talk? Can he get advantage on his first roll?
No.
You think being,
No.
you think with my background I'm good at throwing things.
I mean, this is a very unwieldy thing that you're throwing.
Hold on. I have fairy fire. Can I cast that at will, or does it have to be part
Oh
of my
my
attack?
god.
Isn't that
Lord.
obvious?
That's
Probably.
very far on,
Yes.
on the target.
I'm pretty sure it would be blatantly obvious of cheating.
I do have fairy fire. Hey, if we can give ourselves an advantage, is that really matter?
I think there'd be an implication of no magic, but
Fair
try.
enough. Fair enough. He would.
I don't think I have anything that would help.
Forget, fella, because we spent a bit talking to
Mhm.
Kimiko. Can I learn one thing she respects or admires in others?
That's cute.
I would say, I want to say like resilience, but like mental resilience, not like
Mental fortitude,
not like-
resolve.
yeah, resolve is a better word.
plenty of that. I got that in spades, in fact.
Okay. I don't got anything. It's either a flat roll if I let you do the strength thing, or my dexterity with the +3 but at disadvantage.
You got it. I got faith in you, even with disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
You're going
Alright.
first.
Yeah. So say wants to go
Mm.
first.
Yeah, you can step right on up ahead. There's not like a how would I say? Not like a specific order. There is two, so two people can go at the same time. I would say that like Fusei would step up to also go first to sort of show how it's supposed to be done for those who wouldn't know. I don't know if Sosei would let him do that, or you would also step up with him.
No.
Damn, okay.
Not unless that was invited to be a thing. Like, can I?
Would you offer?
No.
Like, if you're like, let me show them how to do it, then
This is this man's house.
so he would walk up. Seren is like the fan in front of him. So he would show like the proper way of holding it, and then flick the fan over towards the platform. Actually, roll for him. Just roll dex save for him. Does it be the same? Yeah. Throwing the fan, goes over, hits the bauble. Then I'm going to roll a d10 exploding. See how many points this would get. 5. So it goes over, barely knocks over the bauble, falls to the side, and the fan flies off. And then you can see Ko off to the side, like a little clipboard thing, and then she would call out like the whatever name that this pattern would have, and that it's worth 5 points. I'd mark that down, and he would say, the first person to 100 points would be the victor. Does everyone understand?
Understood?
Yes.
Anyone who does not wish to participate, of course, is free not to do so. But I will say that the victor will get a little prize. So he stands up, walks over, is like, who would like to go first?
So say.
He nods at you.
Oh,
so
them
this is gonna
something
work.
impressive, so say. You got this.
So this is going to be like an attack roll. If you have proficiency with iron fans, which is just a simple weapon, most of you probably have that.
Should, yes, simple weapon.
I do, yeah.
You can add your proficiency bonus to this.
Mm-hmm.
So you could use strength or dex, whichever. In universe, this is probably much more of a dex thing, but I'd say you could just fucking chuck that shit if you want.
I'll use dex.
I got.
And I will say, like, depending on what you get, if you get a 10 or higher, you will roll 1d10 exploding. And if you want to do the exploding up on like the dice thing on the left, you can click on the little exclamation point up at the top. And it'll automatically make whatever you roll exploding.
Mhm.
So 10 and above, you'll roll 1d10 exploding. 15 and above, it's 2d10. 20 and above, 3d10 exploding. And then a nat 20 is 4d10 exploding.
Okay, I love that.
I will probably need that re-explained, but I
Yeah.
definitely
Oh, I need
Learn
to see it
through
happen
it.
and then I'll get it.
Yeah, learn through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
Okay, so
And
first, let's roll whatever your dex or strength is, plus your proficiency bonus. This would be with disadvantage.
So I can just hit dexterity?
Yeah, if you want.
Alright. Oh no.
What do you think this would look like? It says he tries to throw this fan.
Honestly,
he's drunk.
first time, I don't even think he throws it. I think somewhere between picking up the fan and looking up to the object, he just gets sick.
Oh. Oh.
With the opium in his system and the fucking alcohol, I think the motion of just bending down and standing back up makes him sick. You ever been there? You ever been in that life?
Yeah, literally moved his head around too fast. Whipped his head around too fast, and uh-oh, now I'm spinning.
And picking up the fan in your stupor. You go to like reach back and throw the fan. It sort of like just slips out of your hands and falls a foot or two in front of you. Sort of like a slight moment of silence, and Cuz
Just
like
vomit.
0 points. Oh, that's not good.
0 point. So say vomiting.
Oh, are you alright, Sose? Fusei said.
What?
Some of the servants come over and immediately start cleaning up. And you
Over
hear...
here, so I can help you.
He just looks at Hayato like he's not registering what he said at all.
He's gonna approach him and guide him over to sit, and then he is going to combat medic adrenaline
Lets that happen.
jolts.
He just lets that happen.
Yeah.
Because any question directed at him is returned with a brief pause and a what?
Huh? Yeah. No, he'll guide him over and very
Mhm.
gingerly like give him some water, and then also do the adrenaline jolt to like cure him of that.
He's all
Just like,
sweaty and clammy.
Make another con save with like a D8 is your intellect die now that you're
Yep.
level 5.
Yeah.
That one just felt appropriate for it,
Mhm.
truly.
No, it was
No,
good. It was
For
good.
sure.
Servants very quickly clean up. Your Umeda goes, looks like he had too good of a time.
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy.
Umeda's saying shit.
Umeda's gonna step up next.
Incredible.
Like, alright, let me show you all how it's done.
Just going after him.
If this
Uh,
man
that's too-
nat 20s,
Let me see. This
That'd
would be
be
the
funny
same as
as
his.
Please, manifesting
here.
in that one right now. Praying on his downfall.
18.
I'm
Why
gonna
is it a
use-
save?
What if I use
That's just- that's the
Tsukuyomi
same
favor
bonus, I don't
to?
Oh,
Yeah, it's just his strength plus his proficiency.
I see.
Yeah. So that's above a 15, which would be 2d10 exploding. 6 points. So he chucks the fan. It flies awkwardly and rams into the bauble on top. It is scattered aside. Code denotes then 6 points. As I'm gonna put that up in here so I can remember. Does anyone else volunteer to go next?
Yeah, Utero steps up next.
You throw and Umeda go at the same time.
He sees what happened to Sosei, heard Umeda, and he just got angry. He's like, nah, I can't let that slide. Shut the fuck up. He's gonna use a rage.
Go for it.
rage is crazy.
It's an attack roll.
Yep.
Guess he doesn't have to rage, but he's going to rage because it's gonna maybe just look cool. Dragon tattoos for a second seem to almost like shift, almost like the ink on his arm is growing or seeping further into his skin, and he will reckless, putting all of his weight behind this throw, really yeet this bitch forward. Be proficient in simple, so I'll just roll a javelin. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cancels out the disadvantage from being drunk. Eesh.
That's 3d10 explode.
Sheesh. Oh, 3d10s, you said. My bad.
Yeah, 3d10.
Ayo.
Ha!
Minutes. 14 points. Well done.
Whoa!
Meta goes, quite a throw there. Well done.
Yes, it was. Turns back.
Yeah, what? That's your ass. Alrighty, y'all gotta keep track of your own points.
Yeah, I'll write my shit down somewhere.
Okay.
Alright, I guess I'll step up next. I imagine how Hayato is still tending to Sose.
Yeah. Sure,
My
sure.
poor boy.
Yeah.
My poor twink.
So he does get
Yeah,
angry
that-
for a second as dragon tattoos on him start to grow as well. I'm sovereign. What is he saying, Otto?
I don't know, you're fine. I have to ask y'all for help because I don't know exactly how to do this shit on my sheet. I think I have a proficiency bonus on my sheet for the 3 for dexterity, but I'm not sure what I'm fucking reading.
You're proficient in range
Yeah.
attacks, aren't you? Or you have like the archery thing, right?
Yeah.
I think you could just roll your bow.
Mm.
We can
That's a
count
good
that.
point, yeah.
I didn't realize we
Alright.
could use weapon rolls.
I mean, it's just your skill plus your
Look at that
proficiency.
proficient thing. Yeah.
Fair, true.
Just the same number.
How the fuck do I roll with the bow?
Just click on the bow.
Like longbow in here.
Under your
Yeah,
hand.
under attack and spellcasting in the center of your character sheet.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do my little thing and make an argument. Let me see here then. Let me make sure I understand my case. On your does this DM, does this count as a quote unquote combat? Even though it's not really.
No, it's not count as a combat.
Damn, I can't argue advantage. Alright.
It was worth the ask.
I respect
Yes,
that.
I
it was.
tried. Alright.
Nat 20.
Sheesh.
It's 3d10 exploding.
Okay. Oh my god. Jesus. Y'all are crazy.
Yeah! Yeah, he's definitely the archer of the group. That
Yeah,
makes
he's
sense.
definitely the
Yes,
archer.
he
Yeah.
is.
That was
Uh-huh.
So he doesn't really like make a big thing of it. He kind of just looks like he's he's focused. He's in the set, like in the zone, just kind of doing his thing, and just kind of is thinking like, okay, where am I going to like orient? How am I going to throw? And then just eventually makes a decision, flicks his wrist, watches wherever it fucking lands, and just nods, steps back.
sorry. Let's go.
No, you're good.
Ready. Walk it over. It says, like, looks up, looks back down at the board, looks back up, and it's like, 20 points. The other people are like, oh.
Clap,
I think-
clap,
Yeah, clap, clap, clap.
clap.
Clap, 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 clap. I think Hajime would probably also be going at the same time.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm so scared of this man.
Mm,
He's
yeah.
very scary.
Ethan folds his
Actually,
arm and
Hajime-
watches this one closely.
Hajime
Just
made
uses one
eyes.
Kazashi. He misses.
Oh, never mind. Fear averted.
Goes for it. Throws the fan.
be
It flips
worse.
over in the air. Sort of like lands right before the pedestal. Oh says 0 points. Imagine
This
it's
is about
like,
to be a meme with how I've been rolling.
Better luck next time. He gets up. Let's see, who do we got left? We got Hayato,
Man.
Kimiko.
We can go at the same time. Lovely.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know how. I've been trying to look at my sheet, but I'm confused all over again because Savant is fucking complicated. Can
Yeah.
I make this like my focus to get those little extra things in, theoretically? Or does it have to be against a creature, TM?
Yeah, I don't think this would work against an object.
Fuck! That's fine.
Fortunately.
It's worth the ask.
Yeah.
It was. I tried.
Maybe I would say maybe if it was like a moving target.
Yeah,
something
but
was, like,
still,
swinging
so.
around. Yeah, it's just
Right.
there.
Perhaps the next game. So it's a 1 or 2?
For a 16 is going to be 2d10 exploding.
Okay.
Here we go, that's 1d10. 8. 13 points for Hayato.
Go.
One off from me.
Oh.
Good throw.
I'm gonna do my best to keep up.
I think we also got Michi here. I guess she'll go last. 15. Damn!
Damn!
Damn. Okay.
Oh my
This is
god!
Crazy.
Absolute
Wild, yeah.
sleeper throw.
Why would I look at her icon and like that just fully makes sense in my brain?
Yeah, it's
So
that's fitting.
thematically appropriate.
Ready. What's the very full name?
This shit
Throws
look
the
effortless.
Really.
Like a homing missile, then glides in, knocking over the bauble elegantly, landing on top of it on the platform. But then it's 26 points.
Woo! I had to bow to her after that. Like, oh,
You
I
thought it
hope you're
was
studying your technique next.
starstruck. He's like, huh?
Over here.
Huh?
So he's pissed off.
That's so funny. Alright, I hope all y'all got stuff going on.
No, I'm logging it.
Yep. Yeah. I wrote it
Little
down.
boys over here.
Do we need like an initiative? I feel like that make things a little easier.
No, I got it.
Okay, cool.
I'll say from now on, all 4 of you guys go, and then I'll do all 4 of them.
I was like, yeah,
So say wants to try again.
step up. Throw.
Alright, and this time, since we can use weapon stuff, because I get more than just a +3 if we're doing weapons.
Mhm.
It's just a
Yeah, it'll
simple
be 3
weapon.
plus your proficiency.
Okay. Yeah. I
Oh.
could use the Wakizashi too, or unarmed strike.
Yeah, those would be fine.
Alright, I'm still at disadvantage.
I believe so, yeah.
Alright.
Oh, well, actually, hold on. You didn't remake your con save. Or did
Oh.
you? Because you got to remake it with the D8 from
Hayato.
Hayato.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you didn't remake it.
he'd be-
I do not recall that, no.
Yeah, do the
Con
con
save?
save. Yep. And then add a D8.
Then D8.
Damn!
Let's go.
You know, like when you're drunk and you throw up and you instantly feel better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I helped him out with as well. Like with patting his
For-
back and like giving him water.
Yeah.
It's probably the first briefest
Behind
of
the
moments
thing.
where he didn't fight Hayato or say anything mean, I mean.
I mean, cute.
Get your head back in the game. Ready to go again. Redeem yourself. But yeah, this would be a normal roll. You would not have disadvantage.
For
Okay.
the sake of brevity, should we just all roll at the same time?
I would, but it's up to you.
I just want to roll first, is all.
Yeah, you go first.
Go
You got
for it.
this.
Straight roll. Beep bop.
Fuck yeah.
3d10.
Hell yeah.
Exploding.
How do I make it exploding?
So
The
in the dice
exclamation
thing
point
on
at the end.
yeah.
Please don't talk at the same time. Ah.
Oh! The exclamation point at the end.
Okay. 3d10. Exploding.
Exclamation.
11.
Nice. Good
Not bad,
points.
not
Make
bad.
sure you're keeping track of that because I am not.
Throw it reckless again. Throw.
D10.
I love that you added a thing for you.
Made it real quick.
Very
Oh,
nice, very
Pretty good,
nice.
pretty good.
Let's go!
3d10.
Damn! Bro,
That's tragic.
I think we're like same now, right?
I'm at 22.
Same.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay,
Yeah,
That's
Otto.
3d10.
What? Flex some
Okay.
more, why don't you? Huh?
is this 3d10 or 4d10?
It's 3d10.
Got it.
Oh,
Alright,
Wah!
I'm at 4. He's kind of just quiet. He's not like making a big show of himself or anything, or even cheering himself up. And he almost seems like he's being kind of critical of himself, like he's annoyed.
Could have been better.
Yuto's
interesting.
absolutely
You can
blowing
probably
smoke.
spot every once in a while Hayato really focusing on him, like fascinated
Mhm.
by him and his skill.
I think
Yuto's
this whole group's just impressed by him.
yeah, Yuto's
Yeah,
blowing smoke
true.
up this man's ass every chance he gets.
What is Alto at like 40 or whatever?
He's 29. Oh wait,
Oh,
boy,
yeah.
he's 40. Sorry.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
misunderstood. Sorry.
no,
I
you're
realized-
good.
40
He may
years old.
act like
What?
he's 40, but
Yeah, he acts a little older.
those gray hairs.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Is that stress, buddy? Is that from stress?
A little bit. Don't worry about it.
Start round for these boys.
Well, I gotta worry about it. I'm your doctor now.
Mm.
Bringing his total up to a 20. Hajime going again with his 0 points. Missing again is crazy, Hajime. Missing 2 times in a row is literally insane, Hajime.
That's rough, buddy. It's almost like he's doing it on purpose.
Oops. A 1? I didn't know you could get points that low.
That's
Here we go
rough.
here.
Well, she got a lot initially. It's okay.
8 on 3d10. Good. Alrighty. That's everybody here gone again. So you guys can go. The totals we got Umeda at 20, Hajime at 0, Michi at 27, and Kimiko at 16.
Hop off.
Is it
Y'all can go in whatever order
It's
you want.
you. Go
He's
for
good
it.
at
Yeah,
consistency.
me?
You.
Me. Alright. I'm no longer sick.
Correct.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Y'all are rolling pretty well. 3d10.
3d10 exclamation point.
Damn!
My fucking training's kicking in
Yeah.
finally.
Threw up,
Yeah,
locked
it
in.
is. Yup.
2d10.
Ah, 2d10. Okay.
Oh,
No,
no,
you
you're good.
ex-
You're good.
You already got
Oh,
it.
right. No, I already
Or
did
you
mine.
go.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the brain got me.
I real drunk.
We're rolling the exact same.
Mhm.
If you also get a 4, it'll be sus.
Truly. I'm literally just matching his energy.
Mm.
Nope, slightly better.
Yeah,
Haha,
slightly
he
better.
winks at him as he does that.
Huffs out actual smoke.
Not this
Yeah.
time.
It's 1d10.
You don't know. You,
You
could
can
go
still
crazy.
explode. You could get a
You
chain.
could explode.
You could explode.
You could
Potentially.
just explode.
Spontaneously combust.
You throw might. If he loses to meta,
Alright, let's get some of this.
I like to imagine progressively Sosei's fucking shinobi training kicking in.
It's cute. It's very cute.
Like, I've thrown things before. What the fuck?
I did this shit all the time.
Hajime actually hitting something.
Oh my
Thank
god.
God, good for him.
And ooh. She did one good thing and was like, alright, I gotta chill. You know what I mean? She got all that attention, she got really shy.
Calm
Aww.
down, gotta calm down. Aww.
You'll only be getting more.
Kimiko glares at you.
But not as much as her.
Bruh.
Okay. Alright, that's all four of them.
Us again.
Yes.
Yep.
Yippee.
Who's in the lead for them? For the NPCs, Kimiko's winning right now.
Whoa!
He can't
Explode.
getting away with
Yes.
it.
Exploding.
Just keep getting better.
You
It's
just,
just
get
getting
it
better and better. I understand it now.
Wow.
So Sose gets the shit where the fans underneath the fucking bottle.
Yep, yep.
Literally, Yutaro loses his fucking mind.
Like the
I
Yeah,
started
I
out with
deserve
zero.
that.
I started out with 0, now I'm here.
Congratulations.
5, where am I? I'm at 73, y'all.
Oh my god. You
Damn.
might win.
You're more than double the highest NPC.
Yeah. God, that's crazy.
Yutaro feels almost embarrassed going after that fucking throw.
What? Hayato too? Hayato can go.
Ninja training
Shoot
kicks
shit.
in.
Yeah, I got it for you.
1d10.
What was that? What was that image again? Did that cool fucking in between the objects shit?
Yeah, inside my
Yeah.
heart. Hey.
Don't worry, I'll lower
It's the
it
way
for
that-
everyone.
It's the way the number doesn't appear immediately for me.
Same. It didn't
The
take it.
anticipation.
Does he have a 10 to roll, or is it no? Because of 9.
No, it misses.
Okay.
And fly over and it'd be no points. That
Alright.
would be 1d10.
I was
Left
intimidated
him for the rest of
by
us.
Sosei's unfathomable aura. Someone get
It
this
does
man a
seem-
drink.
Damn.
No.
Not
no.
that
I think that's why he locked in.
Meta also misses.
He's too locked
Yoshi.
in.
Oh, he finally got it. Pop off king. Okay, pop off king.
Quickest math of my life. 37 points.
Damn. He had to show up real quick while the getting
I
was
paid
good.
attention in 3rd grade. Oh, she missed. She's getting worse. Sosei is
Oh,
stealing
she got
all
real
of her.
nervous.
It's us again.
Yes. As she misses and gets 0 points.
Kimiko.
She screwed again.
Flush red.
Oh, Kimiko.
Okay, she's here. For 1d10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you guys again. Alright.
Here I go.
Kimiko's still in the lead, or the NPCs.
Duality man. I knew it! I knew it! Duality man!
I went right back.
That's crazy. You're either real good or real bad. There's no in between.
So
I
it was
don't
like, I gotta
want
stop showing off so hard.
No, I don't. How do I make that not be a thing?
Storm point.
Got a storm point.
Do
I
I?
never gave a storm point for roar for me.
I'll take one.
Yuto, if you want to keep it or give it to someone else, or
Oh, I'll give it
Give
to
it to
Sosei.
Kimiko.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I probably should give it to Kimiko, but I'm gonna give it to Sosei right now.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll use my storm
Thank you.
point for whatever Kimiko needs me to use it for.
Bruh. I'm over here. I've never received a storm point in my life.
Maybe you
This
should
is
do some
fucking
RPs.
Am
Yutaro
I?
says in character. So if you want to use the storm point, you can re-roll it with advantage.
I will absolutely do that.
Crit.
Do I hit advantage or I just roll again?
You roll again with advantage.
Yeah, hit advantage.
So 2.
Okay. So I'm toggling
Yeah.
advantage.
Yes, you're top.
Okay.
Wow!
That's crazy.
3d10. You could win with this, hypothetically.
How much
I
is
guess
it?
you could have won the first one, technically, but 3d10.
I could have won with the first one.
If it exploded enough.
Yeah,
Ah.
if off
You're right.
1d10, it just exploded 9
1d10.
times.
Mm-hmm. 13 points.
13 points. That's. Oh my god. 86? I think is what I'm
Yeah.
at.
Real close.
Sheesh.
Someone's gonna explode a bunch of times to just get like a 58.
In win.
Catch up? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be me. Wait!
go for it.
3d10.
Took forever to roll.
Yeah.
The delay.
Yutro's
every
dice got
time.
momentum.
It's so nice. TBH.
How many die was it?
It's 2d10. Oh,
Whoa!
okay.
You take those.
Okay, okay.
18 points.
Damn.
Yeah. Alright, so missing.
Jeez.
This might be an awkward time for me to remember the magic item that I gave you. But I think that has an ability where you can use a bonus action to get advantage on your next attack.
You're so right. It absolutely does. Could I do that for my next attack?
You can do it for this one if you want.
Yippee! You're the best. I'm also gonna do it for my next one later too, because if, it's,
If you would like to flavor this as you realizing that it can do this,
I like that. Yeah, that's
discovery,
cute.
yeah.
It'd make more sense why you weren't using it this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, you feel your like vision enhance, so you can almost like foresee the flight path of the fan in front of you.
Right.
E310.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Not too
Ooh,
shabby.
nice.
Oh,
Not
though,
too-
just
no
still
fucking
killing the
exploding.
game. How many 24s has
Yeah, okay.
Haoto rolled? Like, what the fuck is
Oh
going
my
on?
god!
Ah!
What's that now?
I just got to
Hang on.
61.
I'm at 44.
I'm at 85.
I'm only 1 point ahead of you.
1 point ahead.
Eesh, y'all are
That's so
nice.
cute of us.
So funny.
So curious for real. Yeah, I am gonna shoot Sosei a little bit of a measured glance. Just a glance.
This is not on.
It's like drinking water.
Oh,
Oh.
that could have been. Enter in. D10. All right, Kimiko. You're their last chance and last hope. You got
Where's she
this.
at?
All the faith.
You got this, queen.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
Almost at 20.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Lackluster as hell. She's hella distracted right now.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Alright. That's everybody there.
I think
Y'all can
part
start
of
from-
me, I think part of Sosei's sudden competitiveness is also Kimiko, because she's his cousin.
That's
I
cute.
can't lose to my older cousin.
It's like competing for Yutra's affection.
Truly.
Not even. I just can't lose to her specifically.
Can't lose to my cousin.
Can I use Amaterasu favor for this at all?
Tsukiyomi.
Tsukiyomi?
Yep.
How
It's an
much?
attack roll. 1-1.
I have 10 Tsukiyomi favor.
You want to burn
If
9?
you, if
to
you
get 20?
increase it to 20, it would be 3d10.
I'm gonna do it. It's just a dumb little game, but I'm gonna do it.
Is this the only game we're playing, or is there other games
There's
as
more
well?
games.
Whoa.
I don't care.
Do it.
You want to win
I'm
this
doing
first.
it.
Believe.
I want to win this first. Yeah.
I respect it.
Goodbye. 10. So it's 20.
That'll be 9.
You can put 9 favor in to make it a 20.
Oh, okay. So I have 1 point left.
Yes.
Mhm.
I will do that.
Okay. And that would
That's
be
20.
3d10.
Exploding. 15 puts
Okay,
me
Look
you
at
win.
at. I think so. Let me get my
101.
calculator
Yeah.
out. 101?
101. Yep. 'Cause you already
Oh,
1
got
point
it.
above it.
Damn.
Damn.
Just to take as it's the pointage. Says Sosei 101 points. It's the victor. Everyone else does little flaps here and there.
Ah!
Some more enthusiastic than others.
Gives a little bow.
Mm.
Who's not enthusiastic?
Hajime's not enthusiastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
And Kimiko is very enthusiastic.
Hayato pats Sosei's shoulder and goes, "You're welcome."
Huh? Oh, I guess. Yeah. What? Don't touch me.
Too late. He's already like walking to the next thing, whatever.
Alrighty. So one of the servants brings out this very fine, like, metal ceremonial fan. And gives that to Sosei.
Ooh.
And essentially, this is like the iron fan weapon. And it also has the bonus of the resplendent regalia clothes.
Oh, that's hot. That's so hot.
Ooh.
I got what now with the fan?
So the resplendent regalia clothes, the bonus for those, or as a bonus action, you can grant yourself advantage on your next charisma check
Ooh.
once per short rest.
Oh, that's so good for me.
So, like, while you have that fan as part of your outfit, or you're holding it or whatever, you can use that.
It's pretty.
The very pretty fan.
A pretty fan for a pretty boy. That's me.
Yes, anime boy, absolutely.
It's on your next charisma check or saving throw?
Yeah.
The way he just shows Yutaro. Look. Look at
Oh, it's beautiful. Why did you... Who made this? Dorodono.
I don't know.
And as I said, well, it's one of those art pieces I imported from the Phoenix clan. They take a lot of time. It's craftsmanship.
I see it is not just the samurai who are beautiful, but their work as well. He says while looking at
The servants come by and they start like taking up the pillows and the sets for the games. Maybe the dojo there. I think this would probably be a good time to stop for our next game.
Fair enough.
I also will have to go soon. I think this is
You
probably
have
the best,
gym, huh?
It's gym time.
most opportune time.
Gym time. Damn, not the gym taking you away.
I'm sorry, I need to get swole.
Mm-hmm.
You're valid.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
It's very worth the 9 Tsukiyomi points.
Mm-hmm.
The double update.
You're perfectly valid. Very valid using the 7 Amaterasu favor as well. We're here for this.
I started at 0.
I don't have a picture for the fan, but if you find a fan you think is very pretty, go for it.
I could do that. I think I could try to do that. I love that I just started with 0 and then 1.
True. Comeback of the century.
Really?
For real, for real, for real.
Already rewards. Already doing exceptional roleplay. What are we voting for?
Sam was on his shit. I don't. Oh.
I vote for cool.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't say much.
Oh, but
Man,
it
I
was.
feel bad.
Why?
But it-
You roleplayed good.
It felt. I
like,
had feelings.
I like Aoto as well this session.
The pressing.
Mm-hmm. What was the saying we said? It doesn't have to be a captivating, jaw-dropping performance. It just needs to make the character feel like they're there. Like you're feeling that character in that moment. I liked Aoto's performance today, for sure.
At the dinner table, really? We're just gonna call me out?
That's what I'm saying. That shit was crazy.
So uncouth.
I'll got motherfuckers gagged, yeah.
I could explain that more if you want, but I think most of it is self-evident.
I want to hear it anyway later,
Okay.
but I vote for you.
Okay, wait, I'm embarrassed and I'm covering my face. Wait.
1d4 favor to a god of your choice.
Alright, 1d4. Oh, I didn't get a 1. Okay.
Nice.
Amaterasu or
What?
Tsukiyomi.
What the fuck was the shit with their points again? You had it posted somewhere what they were.
It's
I'm trying to
in
remember.
the journal at the very top. Amaterasu and Tsukiyomi favor.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alright.
I also forget this a lot. Don't worry.
You're fine. That's why we got the table right there.
Real.
Next is creative solution to a problem. Any creative boyos in the house?
Hmm.
I don't say Hayato.
Huh?
He didn't
Where?
necessarily solve a problem, but when he was talking to his contact, the abilities he could use and stuff they were talking about, I thought was interesting. Of trying to use his powers to like spy on people, telling her to report that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
that
fuck
will
with
be
that.
probably game changing.
I can fuck with that, yeah.
La la. Him being a secret bastard.
Him being a secret
Well,
bastard.
he's
Yeah.
a social bastard in public, but a secret bastard in private.
I'm trying to find out how secret it is.
Yeah. Me looking at the fact that he has fucking, oh my god, where is it? Observant, and that is gonna go so fucking stupid.
I hate
On
the
top-
others.
I have observant, that, and then one of my fucking things, in case they're speaking some other language for whatever reason, I have comprehend languages. Like, I
I hate that. I
am
hate
a
that.
villain.
Oh, that's funny. Pop up.
Is everyone voting Hayato or
Yeah.
Yeah.
24?
Yay! I'll give it to Amaterasu since I lost a bunch of that today. Nice.
We take breeze. We take those.
We do.
Ready.
Did-
MVP.
Okay.
So sad.
Ahaha.
So
Oh yeah,
sad.
like it has to be so-so. It has to be so-so.
Alright, so say 24.
2.
Ready.
I'll do Amaterasu.
Any Bushidos? Bushidos.
Yes. Materasu's Bushido. Or let's talk with Sosei. Trying to.
I want to say potentially. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Trying to like reassure him, trying to ensure him that like no matter what the powers are, like he's sure that he can like make something great out of them, something that he'll like of them. Trying to make sure he's not losing his faith.
I think that makes sense. If that works.
And also trying to just encourage him to like stay open with me. Like no matter what these powers are, you're the person who's gonna control what happens to them, and I'm gonna help you figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have a better talk later.
It was a good first dog. Amaterasu.
I'm gonna say potentially both of mine. The compassion one for helping Sosei recover.
Like it.
And then the Tsukiyomi for Absolute's conversation with his little informant. Of being like, yeah, no, like whatever means, like I'm not gonna hold back in my abilities from anyone.
Mm-hmm. I think that works. I think those both valid.
I like both of those as well.
I'm gonna go with Tsukiyomi Honor. Yeah. Because I won.
As I won.
Hell yeah!
'Cause I won. gonna milk that.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
It's funny. I think a bit of a stretch, but I'll allow it in this.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
All
I don't
RP.
know. I don't think it's
Yeah.
that much of a stretch. He was drunk. He had the disadvantage, and then he came back from fucking downtown.
That throw up was a very
alright.
powerful source of his honor today.
I guess I'll make my fucking case. It's less about fouls, and it's very much more deed and action are the same. He knew goddamn well that saying some shit at the table is going to kind of potentially ruffle feathers and shit, but if something's on his mind, he's prodding and he wants to see what's going on, he's gonna find out one way or another. He acts as he thinks, and he thinks how he acts.
Mhm.
Deed and action are in fact the same.
I think this is slightly more valid of like a. You said, okay, I'll go join this group and go complete this quest. So you're like, you vowed to do such a thing, and even though you don't want to talk or get along with these motherfuckers, you're trying anyway.
Yeah, I will say I don't know how I feel about most of them. I'm kind of, but
Uh-huh.
yeah,
I think
Look at
that works.
love me.
I'll take it.
Y'all can roll your d4s for your respective gods Bushidas.
Yahoo!
Meow.
There's my one.
Nice.
Nah.
Bruh.
Chosen of the
Okay,
gods.
damn.
Chosen of the gods.
We're twinning.
Ayo.
That's so cute of us.
For real, for real.
Wins.
I'm gonna up my honor like crazy today.
Very honorable day.
Alright, how do we put this in again?
Oh. Could I make an argument for honor for Yutaro's conversation with Sosei also? Yutaro's very aware that this power Sosei has is illegal as fuck. And that the conversation they have could get them in a lot of trouble. But Yutaro wants him to actually figure it out. He doesn't want him to like abandon it. He wants him to control it. Encouraging him through that, like
yeah, that would definitely fit.
Bad.
I think.
For the favor, I made a resource thing, like under the short and long rest sections, under all your characteristics, they have like
You should.
little resource squares.
You already have them in here.
On the right side of your sheets, above your features,
Underneath
right
your
above
flaws bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Above features.
There's 2 boxes that say Amaterasu favor and Tsukiyomi favor.
Okay, so just add a 1 to the... Okay. Thank you.
The total is just the amount you've gotten ever, but you don't have to track that. I track it just because I like knowing how much I've gotten over time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds fine.
I've gotten 73 Amaterasu's favor and 29 Tsukuyomi favor. Like, who's my god, really? You know? It's up to anyone's guess.
He is literally her.
I increased my honor.
Yay! What's your honor right now?
13.
Shout out.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Oh,
Yay!
Well,
Oh,
right
that's
now.
not very high.
I thought you had more.
It was a 10.
Wow.
We're getting there.
Oh my god.
I'm a fucking 8, so...
Hey.
No, that makes sense.
Considering of spending 17 to get mine up to 17.
17 is crazy.
I plan to be great. I have to be great.
And it goes up to 30, so y'all got a way to go.
Yeah, I know for sure. That's what I'm like.
Yutaro is honor farming, for sure.
Yeah, I felt like today was a good honor shenanigans. Also, low key, because I can use my shit. I was chatting with the wifey for a long time. Can I know weakness or flaws?
I'm thinking like, what here would be considered a weakness?
I don't know.
I will say, she is, and you talking about her like growing up and stuff, she was very like sheltered and has always sort of grown up in like, you know, like walls, cities, those sorts of things. She's not very like worldly, and is like super trusting, almost like naively so.
Right. I think that's probably also why he like kind of navigated towards her, because like he's Crab Clan. And I'm sure he's got a lot of dirty looks.
For sure.
But she seems like chill and happy and happy-go-lucky. So like, sure, get to know her. Build my favor.
Alrighty. I think that
Love that.
is it.
Thanks for watching stream. See you guys next time on Samuraising. Bye.
Woo. So fun, so cute.